So can you continue, sir?
Yeah, good morning, my people all over the world. Once again, we welcome you to Niger Watch platform. This is another day fully packed for your entertainment and information. So get ready and prepare yourself to follow us. As we move on, try as much as possible to encourage your people, your friends all over the world to subscribe to Niger Watch channel and encourage them to follow us, like our page, because that is one of the things that motivate us. That is the motivator we need to do this job that we have chosen to do. We have chosen to entertain you, to inform you, and one way you can encourage us is to follow us frequently. So today is another packed day. We have got a lot of information for you. We promise you are going to be happy for it. I'm here this morning with my leader, my friend, my brother, the mouthpiece of Edo in diaspora, humanist Stephen. My brother, welcome once again, and thank you for this opportunity.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. The person where you talk so now be my brother, Mr. Emmanuel Oni is our favorite brother right now on Niger Watch, and this very oboge channel where we give you an update every morning. Today on it go be another very explosive one. And if you never brush your teeth, I go advise me quickly go do, because you go eat while you sit down, they listen to us. Because the news today, not be today, not be go be many information they we will give to now today as we just come here to come talk to all of you. People they talk say we always talk about Igbo people. No, not be only Igbo people they talk about. Me in a person will be say I believe in united Southern Nigeria, and anything we concern Southern Nigeria, and I be the first news we they carry. And after that, I'll come talk about other news we concern Nigeria as a whole. And the news where would they give you, not be the news where we are on our own talk. Now the news where would they give you, now the news where would be say they very verified newspapers. Will they read that to you? At be say we now journalists, we can't analyze the news the way the news supposed to be, so that many people they will not understand the news before. But based on the way me and my brother will can't talk put for the matter, you can't make you can't see the way and manner where the news they go. That one have to help us, so that we will know where our issue day for our country. Nigeria. Now, be the reason why would they do what would they do so. Because we feel say, just of what we did abroad, we don't feel just lost come on for waiting they happen for our country. Without nobody they tell us how the thing they go. And I don't know whether they understand what I talk to my brothers. Now, what make us they come out every day. If you not today your first time to they follow me, I beg make you subscribe for Niger Watch YouTube, and press the notification button and give me some thumbs up for this very particular video. And if today now your first time they follow me for Facebook, I will advise you make you go Facebook, go write Matter Arising with Humanist Stephen, or you will go another video they call United Southern Nigeria, and for there you go feel they follow me and give the Facebook page a like, so that anytime we are just enter Facebook, banga, Facebook will just give you a alert. Alert now, alert the entire bank account, so you just give you a alert. It's okay. You might see we don't do live, and that one go come make the thing they sweet us for body well. Today, many news they will go give you now, but we will do jete, one by one, suffree. Okay? The first news today we want to talk about now this news where we say, some few days ago, I think in December last year now, it don't become last year. December last year now. Make I find the news from my wall, yeah. Now December last year, now this one start. Where government can't talk, say, make everybody go to do their NIN, National Identification Number. You know, and when I hear the thing, my body jolly me well because my belly con dey sweet for the matter. Say me, I don't talk many times, say Nigeria need this kind of thing for us to be able to move forward. But wetin come back for me part for the matter be say, you say make over 200 million people go do NIN for 2 weeks. Now come say, I'm not sure say these people they actually ready for the plan where they get for grant so for people. Now that one I come make me come to say, which kind nation be this one? Today now, we hear yesterday say the NIN officers, they don't say they don't enter strike. Why they enter strike? They say the government want use COVID-19 to finish their lives.
By them.
Because when I know say COVID-19 full everywhere, yabata. And you know, when you push people, give them ultimatum of 2 weeks. Like me now, I not feel renew my driving license because they say I not get NIN number that I must call Nigeria, call Duan before I go feed renew my driving license. And now I don't even know when they go Nigeria. No talk of if I even go, I don't know how long it will take. Let me say, Parisha, I no go fit drive, no go fit do nothing. Not be so that they do things for a very working, sane society. Okay, guys. So we are going to read this news now. Then we can now from there talk what you want talk, where it concern the matter, where it dey grand for this place. I think I try for the pidgin English. I'm trying to. I think I try for the pidgin English, but it's not easy.
Very well. Very well.
So, but I want to make a use pidgin English so that those people say after they break, Bibi go Igbo. So make a bring it down. So I want to make a see if I they bring the Igbo down. That everybody, both our mama, our papa, for village, you know, for the year waiting their picking, they talk. Now the news now, NIMC workers accuse federal government of covering up COVID-19 in agency. I'm gonna give me 1 minute. Okay. So the National Identification Management Commission official across the country on Thursday began a strike action over the fear of COVID-19 spread in the agency. Why not go spread before?
Go spread.
And that thing we see for the Oga might be say the people. So this National Identity Management Commission now they cause the crowd for the office.
Yes.
I remember say I do one news. I can say, my people, why on not say make people go print out form for online? Now so Igbo people they do. Go print out form for online by yourself. Fill the form, get 2 passport, photograph. Then either you get driving license, national identity card, voter's card, or international passport. Photocopy a page of those one where I talk so. Add and join your paper. Can I come office? And as you reach office there, now then you can't stay for line. They'll come attend to you, give you date. You see also? They even tell us
yes, sir. I'm following you very well.
When you can't do thumb printing.
Yes.
So that day, now you for your go there, you don't even spend 1 hour. So if you draw telephone number, they will send you SMS when the time reach. Now so they do it for other countries. Say make everybody go full, everybody draw full, go there, they draft for this. So they send the enrollment form for 5,000 naira for Akwa Ibom and for Delta State for OVA. How people don't really rush. But I even give them 2 months. What was supposed to give a whole year or 2 years for them to do one jete. I give them 2 months. How COVID-19 not go come? When I know say we did pandemic year now for Nigeria. The president of the Association of the Senior Civil Servant of Nigeria, National Identity Management Commission Unit, said Kukah, Lucky, in an interview with one of our correspondents in Abuja, said already the virus had been detected in 3 officials of the agency at its headquarters. He said the workers were annoyed because the management of the commission was aware of the development, but kept it from workers who could have taken necessary precautions to protect themselves. Lucky also said the workers would meet with the government on Friday, which is today, to discuss COVID-19 scars and other issues that led to the strike. Following the strike embarked upon by the workers, people who trooped to the National Identity Management Commission office across the country were stranded as there was nobody to attend to them. Recall that the federal government had on December 14th, 2020, ordered telecommunication firm to disconnect telephone lines of subscribers who failed to link their national identity number to their subscriber identification numbers. Let me also say something here. In Europe, where we live in, particularly in Sweden, we have 2 sets of telephone users. Now, if you buy a credit phone like my own, I buy the credit. So it is on credit. So I pay every month, not the phone. I bought the phone, the SIM card. You buy with an operator, with a telecommunication operator. So you buy internet, calls, phones, SIM card together. Maybe they will asking you, maybe pay 50 euros in a month for 2 years. These phones are now registered. The SIM cards are registered to the phone. Okay? Yes. This one, I buy them cash and carry. So the SIM card inside is not registered. But if I commit any crime, they will trace this SIM card with this phone. It's as easy as ABC. So even saying everybody should go and register their NIN number to their SIM card, it means nothing. If kidnapper kidnap you, for example, I mean kidnap you, I will use your phone, take call your people. I don't use my own. Your phone, I will take call your people. How can they trace me? If your own finish, maybe I thief another person on again. Or those people kidnap, I'll collect their phone, continue with my discussion until I collect money from your family. But the easiest way to solve this problem is tracking, phone tracking. You know why I say we get this NIN number when I talk during the election for Edo State? Well, because of armed robbery. Okay? That maybe somebody robbed from somewhere, he touched something. They're going to fingerprint tracing. So when they do them, because you don't already get your NIN number, then you don't already the system. It go quick.
Make it easy to choose.
Yes. You get an answer?
Yes.
And also, what also bring I also say, for example, if let's say for a year now, I think go back for credit, like I said, I buy this phone for credit. And naturally, this phone is expensive. But because I get NIN number, it is easy for me now not to feel run away.
Yeah.
Without I not pay the telephone operator.
Yeah.
Because they know where they work, they know my house address, they know everything about me. And I also tell you, say, for you to get a proper NIN workable in Nigeria or in Edo State or wherever, you must first of all, which they not do, register every homes in every state to a geographical database. That is where the NIN number so go work.
Very important, yes.
Because if, for example, I get the NIN number and me, and they do bad thing, I don't get address, you can't catch me, my brother.
Nothing what you will do. Nothing.
It goes to take more longer time to cash. But if at the end of the day, every house for Benin, for Nigeria, they register there into geographical database, and I say at day number 2, Oluku Street for Benin City, you as the person where be say you want to put back for me, you can do verification, because then the owner of the house don't already register that house as part of the property landowners in Edo State, in Benin City. And because you're not tenant for that house, it already also register you to be part of the people living in the house. You don't have Mr. Emmanuel Oni care of Idemata TV, number 16 Oluku Street, Benin City. So Emmanuel Oni dey under my care. So Amina, my phone number day with my house. They can send me an SMS. Somebody has come to register so and so with your
number, with your house.
So are you aware that this man, Mr. Emmanuel Oni, actually living with you? And I said, yes, Emmanuel Oni is living in my house. Don't finish. Then they will not approve you. That's where the NIN number can be workable.
Yes.
Because Nigeria always a jump. We are too fast when they do things that cannot even do anything for
anything. We like jamborees.
Yeah. Because we see the white people are doing it, we want to also follow them to do it. Without not knowing how they reach where they did. Yeah. Every homes in the developed world are registered. Every home. That's why their post office system is working. Okay, guys. So let's continue. No fewer than 164 million Nigerians, who do not have the NIN have been trooping to the NIMC office disregarding COVID-19 protocol, such as wearing of face masks and social distancing. Lucky, in the interview with the Punch on Thursday evening, stated that what angered the workers was that government was aware that 3 employees of the NIMC have been infected and that others were at the risk of contracting the virus but kept quiet. That's wickedness of Nigerians anyways. He stated 3 workers of the NIMC have contracted COVID-19 because in a recent meeting, a member of the staff actually testified to it. The minute of that meeting captured it as 3 persons are down with COVID-19. Some of us usually thought those guys were on leave. It was clear yesterday, Wednesday, that they were treating themselves in isolation center. The union accused the management of keeping silent about the development despite knowing what this could mean to workers of the commission. Lucky said, our annoyance is that the management refused to say it out, knowing that it could have helped us to take unnecessary precautions. Nobody is talking to anybody. That is our annoyance. Yes, our pay is poor, but there are ways we can manage ourselves. The 3 staff members are in the headquarters here in Abuja. One has been treated, but has not gone back for clearance. He said the union had been making effort to meet with the NIMC management over staff welfare, but noted that the commission boss had not shown interest. It was learned that the Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, Issa Patami tried to intervene in the matter but could not, following disagreement on a suitable venue to hold a meeting. Lucky said the minister came today, but we did not speak with him. When he came, we were outside and they asked us to come inside, but we refused because the management said yesterday that the union chairman should go. The staff said if the union chairman was to go, then we would not go inside to speak with the minister. But at the end of the day, for security reasons, we agreed to go inside. For the minister to address us, we were told again that the minister could not speak to us unless we went to another location on the premises. And because of the crowd, we said we could not go there. We relocated to another location, especially the minister, but we were told that the minister said if we did not come to where he was, then he would not talk to us.
Can you imagine?
The minister entered his vehicle and left. The NIMC union leader, however, noted that the workers would meet with the government and the management of the commission today, Friday. He noted that the Trade Union Congress, the parent union of the workers, would wade into the matter, adding that by 10 p.m. on Thursday, the workers would meet to decide if they would work on Friday. Lucky said, we told them, the management, to let us go. Then tomorrow we will continue the meeting. We know they are after the enrollment. They want people to be registered. But we said, no, you guys are after registration. What about those who do the job? They don't have us in mind. Well, we told them that the matter is before our mother body, the TUC, and they will hear from us. The top management officials of the commission refused to pick calls or respond to text messages sent to them on this matter. The Director General NIMC Aliyu Azi and the Commissioner spokesperson Kayode Kuje did not answer several calls to their mobile phones when contacted. It was, however, gathered that the management was ready to meet with the union on Friday. Earlier on Thursday, thousands of applicants were locked out of the office of the NIC because of strike. The notice of strike was signed by Lucky, the secretary of the NASCSN, NIMC unit, or dear Victor. It read in part. So, consequence upon the just concluded Congress of the above mentioned association that took place on January 6, 2020, the unit executive directed all members at grade level 12 and below in the head office and staff offices to report to their respective duty posts tomorrow, January 7, 2020, and do nothing. All members at the local government office and special centers are advised to stay away from the various centers as task force and implementation committees will be on parade to ensure total compliance with the directive. According to the communique issued at the end of the meeting of the ASCSN NIMC branch, the strike has become necessary due to the exposure of staff to COVID-19, lack of personal protective equipment, irregularity in promotion, and poor funding. End of quote. So, sir, how you see this matter?
My brother, this matter when it dey ground, so it make me come really. I first know say we are jokers in this country, say we know they plan anything. This one now can expose us the more. You see, let's be fair. This instruction came up January 2020 that we should make we go register our line, our NIN number, so that we will link out with our line subsequently, so that our line will work. That if by January 21 we not link this number with our line is not going to work. It's stuck for around December 2019. So the contact say make we use that 1 year to do it. It was really pushed out. Me personally, I never do registration before. Started from the one where they do for 2013 and the one where they do for 2016. I not do anyone. But I can't make up my mind. Say by March that last year, I will do everything within my power to go do waiting I suppose due because of the importance of that number. But in the midst of trying to do them now, COVID-19 setting. And because we all love life, we don't want to die. So I now decide as a person, say, no, I not go figure the queue for crowd. Knowing the way we do things. This and really, I talk about these things now. Waiting we supposed to do online. Fill out, go. Maybe one day just go sort everything, do your completing, and you are through. But that COVID-19 now, I not config go. I personally say I not go the queue for this thing. Me, I was not expecting that the government will come up by the December, maybe do an extension, maybe end that, do this year this year again. Say give us this year. Unfortunately, the information when we got the year for December and I say na 2 weeks, they won't give us, na 3 weeks, they won't give us to go do waiting we not do for a whole year. And even when in the midst of second phase of COVID-19, now then we can begin to say, which kind of people we get for this country as leaders? That is where I begin to say, do we get people when they think at all? The same government is telling us that COVID-19, they bring out numbers every day. And people, even the adapter, say this thing not day. The same you now subjecting people to go the queue, to go the put crowd. Say me they go do COVID-19. I can't open my cap for the kind of leaders we get. I doff my cap for that. I say, God, we not get people where they think. Because if we get people when they think, this thing, these people don't go talk this thing when they ground. So they intentionally, deliberately just push us, say, maybe we go carry COVID-19, come and maybe we come to the share among our neighbors and our family. That is the idea. So when I see this news now, I can say, see wickedness of the highest order. Because apart from the little background when I give, the thing when fear me pass now, staff get COVID-19, then they hide out. I can't say, God, we wicked. I don't know the kind of God when he creates. I don't know the kind.
And my brother, not only that, now, you say the start we get COVID-19, so go even give people we can't do NIMC.
Of course now. You don't get battery. They go come give people when he come. People when he come go give their family for us. Go give their neighbor.
Because they need money from foreign police.
You see, a lot of things inside this story. And when it say they make my head swear. If I really want to discuss this matter, this topic will take 2 hours for me. Because a lot of things they inside this matter, this story, when it be say, if you talk at one, it will take at least 30 minutes to analyze. When me see another one when they talk now. See what the minister of a federation do to
workers.
Where problem the workers.
You can't leave them.
Can't leave them. These are people you are supposed to be serving.
Without the worker, there's no minister. I said it before.
You understand me? When I look at, I sit down and I say, God, which kind of people we get? I see everything is just, you wake up in the morning, in the night when you sleep, you try to encourage yourself, you pray to God, say, God, make tomorrow good for us. Make tomorrow's work for us. You go wake up in the morning, the thing where you want to see now, waiting go discourage you, waiting go demoralize you, waiting go make you lose hope for this our country. It's everywhere. So I dey shed tears as I did here. So I because I don't see any hope coming from anywhere. But if for just this story alone, a minister, what is a leadership? What do we see as leadership? Tomorrow now you go see say this minister now go still there till 2023.
You go even contest for governorship for
because tomorrow you go come and go contest for governor.
And they will vote
for this action alone.
This will fire and that yesterday. You're not supposed to even reach office before this. You know
the fire.
Now doesn't mean they talk. So say we not actually get people for that country. We ourselves will be the followers. Will be mumu. Then where they follow, where they lead us, they be mumu. So everybody for that place. Namumu.
See another thing. They are very confirmed information. Very that even this one when they say there's this strike, that they strike. This staff then they still they collect 5,000, 7,000 from people they do this thing. Yes, this is yesterday.
So,
this thing na about money. So even the staff, they just talk say, no, they're not worried. They want just an opportunity to gather money.
A year now for over here, they pay for 5,000. For him, they pay for 5,000 to collect a enrollment form. Why government not say make people go internet, go print out forms?
Simple. These are things we can just do online. Then only one day just go. I don't believe I won't even go to my own. They say for Uniben. I go Uniben when I see crowd 2,000 naira they talk. I can't say okay, make I go. When I see crowd, I know and nobody advise me. I run come out.
Imagine
what thing happen. Where they do the only one computer and I did it. Where they do only one. So why not flush everywhere with computer?
Not even that. If you did not get the money, tell us to go and do it ourselves.
Yes.
Listen, do you know what stops corruption?
It's when you digitalize everything. Yes.
When people going to do things on their own.
Yes.
Digitalize everything. Come
so
online, my form, I get my number, I get everything. I take my number now. Even here for you, now they even get what they do now. You even put your ID card, your passport photograph for your form. Now, by yourself for online. There's a form with the fee now. We don't even need to go to office.
It's Satan.
Well, it's Satan there. We just sit there. You say, download your passport. We just download that. The team by itself, we just carry the passport, go where the passport of the day. Boah, you just do there. You just send that. If you send that, they will not give you a code. Now that's when they print come and say, they receive it, they carry, they go office. The day we want to go collect, then they don't prepare your NI number. For you to collect your NI number, you have to do thumb printing. You see that?
Yes.
If you there, okay, I'll be Mr. Emmanuel Oni, blah, 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 blah. It's okay, okay, put you on for thumb printing. You not thumb print your fingers. Then the picture that is on the form that you filled is the same with the one that is before them. And you must also come with a verified, like I said, a verified and authentic means of identity. Which is either international passport, driving license. For you, will not get a voter's card anyways. But voter's card for Nigeria, okay. Voter's card or the national identity card. So you have to come with any of these four to identify that actually I am Emmanuel Oni. You got answer. So when you're there, so the work will just go pum 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 pum. Then some preaching, it not reach 5 minutes. It will also stop them from collecting money from you.
Of course. That's why they don't want to do all those digitalization. They don't want to do digitalization. It was a situation where where they must do digitalization. They will create bottlenecks there. You can only be saying now only one computer they work. So you not get option than to bribe before you get what you want. We just deliberately create problem for ourselves, all because some people want to make money. I'm telling you the truth. If you investigate this matter, where you go discover, say now they are directors, now they give target to these people when they do this. You must come back with 100,000.
Those people not fit do anything corruption without the top aware of it.
No way.
Not done in any establishment.
It can't happen.
The top must be aware of it. It might not be the top.
Yes, but all these managers level, directors level,
they must be aware of it.
Yeah, they must. And they give the target.
But you cannot be collecting money downstairs when I'm upstairs. I go know now.
Upstairs, I don't know how do you do that.
So that's it. So we'll go to another. We will not to waste our time for here, my brother. We will go to the next one again. Say this one being hunted by military. IPOB supply foodstuffs to Eastern Security Network Cooperative by source. So we'll just read that one quick, and then we will go to other many news again where would they see for year. So the indigenous people of Biafra have given food supply to operative of the Eastern Security Network being deployed to forests and villages to sustain them as they seek to flush out bandits and harm invaders. Shah reporter learned that the Eastern Security Network operative in about 4 local government areas of Ebonyi State were giving the food donations ahead of their deployment to the forest area. IPOB from 4 local government in Ebonyi North contributed and brought these food items for our ESN operatives. The IPOB leaders noted that the food supply would enable the operative not to go hungry while defending the state against Fulani, bandits, and terrorists. This last Christmas was different as the case of kidnapping and killing went down. The Southeast is beginning to own up to its own security, and ESN top official noted. Although most Southeast residents are satisfied with the presence of Eastern Security Network, the Nigerian government and the military are discrediting searching for the camp of the operative because they are not accepted by the government. The Southeast governor have also not recognized the ESN. The Nigerian Army last week deployed combat helicopter, gun trucks, and soldiers to search some suspected forests in the Southeast state where the ESN recently launched by Nnamdi Kanu was said to be camping. Shah reporter had exclusively reported that the military search had been going on for days and had no time frame, and the military was acting on order from above. A video from the drone and hidden cameras believed to be installed by ESN captured the Nigerian Army helicopter, their vehicles and soldiers searching for the camp of the ESN for possible arrest. Kanu, a leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, on December 12, 2020, launched the ESN, saying the regional security outfit, just like Amotekun in the Southwest, will help to tackle crime and criminality. 2 days after Kanu launched the ESN, the Yoruba Social Cultural Group of Afraid lent its support, noting that Nigeria must embrace regional policing as the only remedy for insecurity. End of quote. For this matter, for this news we just hear. So, like I said from the beginning, I have been one of those people who have been partially supporting the ESN. Yeah, well, I use the word partially because of the legality behind it. If not because of the legality, I am 100% behind what they are doing there.
Okay.
100% behind it. But because of the legality that is involved, so because any good thing that is not done the right way becomes bad.
Yeah.
And that's just the thing that I have on that. But despite that, they are still working tirelessly to make sure that their region is safe. And I will say categorically clear that of a truth. This is the first time in this Christmas period that we did not hear any news from the East. Like we're hearing from Yoruba land, from Edo and other area, whereby the Fulani were actually operating with free hands. Yeah, I will say that it's a bit long. We heard people being killed, people being raped. There have been communal clashes between the Fulanis and the what is it called? The Igbo farmers, in the East. So I would say this has actually helped a little bit to curb the excess insecurity in that region. And I would have also asked the government, like, those vigilante in Edo State that came up, those vigilante, those boys.
Yes.
Those boys are not government boys. So. But the moment the government saw it that they are working for the people, the government backed them up.
Okay.
To illegalize whatever they are doing.
Yeah.
So this is what I also expected the Eastern governor to do to the ESN. Give them some level of legality so that they can be able to protect lives and property. Because when you are a governor, without not having your people being protected, you're actually not helping them do the job. Because your job is to protect lives and property. That is your first fundamental responsibility as a governor, a local government chairman, or a president of either a local government, state, or a nation. If you fail in this aspect, no matter the other jobs you do is a total failure.
Yeah.
You can do good roads when there's no security, who's going to drive on the roads. You can build big markets, big schools, wherever, when there is no security, who is going to be there? Okay. Like during this court class in Benin, where by 6 o'clock, everybody has already run into their homes in Benin City. I think yesterday, even a robber was even caught and beaten to death.
And that's what is happening there.
In the Atubawa area, when 4 of them went to go and rob a home.
That's what they happen. That's what they happen. Now the result of the bunch now, be that they go after them.
Yeah, because they are tired of waiting for government. Then they
government
just
is not coming up.
They do the needful and they just ended their life, you know. So I don't know what you have to say about this news that we just read now.
For this matter, I know say there is an issue, the legality is an issue, but how can you expect a people when government not the work? The government are supposed to protect you, not protect you. Even the government are supposed to protect you, that the one going after you. I cannot, you not expect people make them just leave themselves, expose themselves to killings because if they try to protect themselves, you call it's illegal. You know what? People must you get where something where you get where they tolerate something is. Like we make reference to Edo State just now. I just come back from the resolve of the people. They believe now say if you carry a gun, you kill 1 or 2. At the point your bullet we go finish. Then maybe we see how we go down. Now so that they do them now. So people must, when something get to a point, that is why the government has to be careful. But unfortunately, the government not care. Police are not doing anything. The government not care. So people must defend themselves. It go reach that this man talk am, was it not last year or last 2 years? Danjuma. He said people should go and learn how to defend themselves. That is a national statement. He said it was 2 years ago. He said his advice to Nigeria is to go and defend themselves. Because the government is not there for you. When you don't have a government that is there for you, everything when we do both the corruption and all, now because the government, you just said something yesterday. You say every year there's an increment of about 1.5% in salary of people in Sweden, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you go negotiate for 10 years before they will come listen to you. That when you listen, some state governors not going to do. So why would people not come and create a way where they will take enrich themselves? When they know that they are not making any reasonable thing now. By 55 or 60 years they retire, they'll go back to zero. No security for them in any way. They will only depend on themselves. No old age security. Say person when only 60 years, when they retire, if you not even build house, you get one house where you go stay no day. So if people not get money, children not get luck, maybe children get money to take care of animals on its own. Why not come to steal? Because we don't plan anything. We don't plan anything. So my brother, I think the government should sit up. Because if government not sit up, where they will see this country in the next 10 years? It's there, it's clear. It's not a case of you are not patriotic. It's not a case of you are a prophet of doom. The signs are there, the indicators are there. This is not a prophecy. The indicators are there everywhere. Because in the next 5 years, if the government not do what they are supposed to do, everybody will come out and defend themselves. People cannot allow themselves to be exposed to some set of people you just can't keep it for his house. Then I will just go like that. And you expect my children to to keep quiet. They will not.
Nigerian government wanna hear this now because this news we will talk so now. We will talk about the innocence. So many people criticize them, but we don't really see and say. But you know, say yesterday they kill one billionaire where they try to go for each side. You shoot here in the and about 10 people died for that operation. You know, and like you talk now, if the map picking now. The map picking free state, the way their property that they not like them, they might decide to revenge. Because I know many children we enter, we become an armed robber. Not because they want to become armed robber or killer, but because the way they take their papa, for them to revenge, they went to go join one court or one group together in order for them to revenge for their papa death. And you know, so when you don't enter inside this bad gang, because they say the moment you don't push trigger once. It is sweet.
Yeah.
Trigger be like if they smoke. If you smoke with both one, the thing enter, you smoke on that day, finish. Now God let you say whether you feel come up for the matter. Now so trigger be. So what we are saying to the government of Nigeria today is this: it is high time we wake up and try as much as possible to protect lives. Otherwise, people begin to defend themselves when the need arises. Like Emmanuel said now, I will not keep quiet. I will not fold my hands and watch me and my family being killed without doing nothing if I can. So that the way it's going today now, everyone now, and you know today that, you know, these people don't even lasting guns for anybody anymore. But these guys who are the Fulani elders, these guys who are the cops, they have guns. To me, that is a private person refuse to license my gun. For me, at least to ask me to protect myself in case blood will be jumping into my homes. Because do you know what reduces crime? In a country like Nigeria, everybody's supposed to have a gun. They were supposed to make it mandatory that every home must have a gun. The moment I'm about to know that there are guns in your compound, they will not want to come in.
Yeah.
The moment I'm about knows that you have guns in your car, they will not want to come in you because they know. Because Africans are so scared also.
Yes, now. They are human beings now. Blood runs in their veins.
They care more than you and I do.
Yes.
But what gives them the effrontery is the gun that they have with them.
Yeah.
So if they know that you have gun, they will be a little bit worried of what is going to happen to them if they meet you on the way. And that will have ended the high level of what's it called, killing and robbery that's operating in our state today. So let's go to the next news. US crisis. Better to lose power than destroy peace. This one was from Jonathan. You know, the mother said, "My blood does not. It does not what the state can say."
My ambition does not wash the blood of any
Nigerian. President Goodluck Jonathan on Thursday said leaders across the world should look at not just for their own interests, but also for the interests of the society. Jonathan's comment came as protesters instigated by President Donald Trump invaded the U.S. Capitol in an attempt to block the transfer of power to Democrat Joe Biden. Famous for considering a bitterly contested election in 2014, Jonathan said the purpose of leadership was to bring people together, not to divide them. I have repeatedly said nobody political ambition is worth the blood of any citizen in any part of the world. He said absolutely nobody. He said again, I retaliate that it is better to lose power at the cost of gaining peace than to gain power at the price of losing the peace. As a leader, one must not just look into one's own interest, but in the interest and the good of the society. It is never too late to reject the venom and inject the succum of peace. It is necessary to state that the highest purpose of leadership is to bring people together, even those that do not share in your philosophy. And you do not need an office to do that. All you need to achieve that of leadership is conscience. Let us be men of conscience at this hour. End of quote. Oga Jonathan, make I talk to you, sir. I know, say, you try for considered defeat because of the volatile nature of Nigeria. But I want to say your considered defeat also has put us in this very situation that we find ourselves today. Okay. It is good sometimes for you to do that just for the sake of peace, which you have said, to bring normalcy to the state. But the normalcy you actually fought for, we don't have it today in Nigeria. Because at the time you came in as a man who wanted peace for the nation. You surrendered everything you have just for the peace of the state. But today, the peace has eluded us. You left a nation that is partially under the control of Boko Haram. Today, the entire Nigeria is inflamed from the north to the south. You left a country whereby things were actually moving in the right direction, but today we are retrogressing. You left a nation whereby Nigeria was deemed the most happiest people on earth. Today, Nigerians are now committing suicide on a very alarming rate. You left a nation whereby, the bag of rice was 8,500, but today the bag of rice is higher than the minimum wage of 30,000. You left a nation whereby our roads were quite safe, but today our roads have become the most dangerous path to ever pass in any part of the world. You left a country whereby we have the freedom of expression to the point we carried your picture in a coffin saying rest in peace, good luck, Jonathan. But today, the freedom of expression has been taken from us and we cannot express our freedom any longer.
Yeah, of course. This is not my first time.
It is good to concede defeat sometimes, but it's also good to make the man that is coming in to understand that the people actually have a say. And not the support of what Donald Trump did in the last few days anyways, or what happened in the US Capitol by the Trump supporters or whatever. But I think it will also put Biden on the notice that the people are not happy, that they will do everything to bring the entire nation together and unite them as one indivisible United States of America. This was what your friend did not get from you. Yeah, you did it for us. We appreciate it. But today, he thought you were a weakling. They thought you were clueless. They thought you were scared of death. They thought the oligarchies have already caged you. That made you to submit. But never knew it was the love of your people that gave you that boldness to make that call that brought Nigeria to where the Nigeria is today. I am not sure if that election was not in the favor of the incumbent, if he would have done what you did. Every APC have been very brutal and violent anytime they lose an election. An example is the governorship election in Edo State, where the PDP won, but the APC is bent on creating and turning the state to a state of political anarchy. So, like you said, your ambition or ambition of any leader or any man does not want the blood of any citizen in any part of the world. It is acceptable, and I will believe that any political actor should hold on to this very particular beliefs of yours, and I think the world will be a better place. So I don't know if you have anything to say on that or before we continue with this piece.
Yeah, your point. You made a very valid point. The perspective you are looking at it from, very beautiful. But I want to look at it from another perspective, because I like what Jonathan did. And if I am in a position, I will advise him to do it again and again and again. Yes, the people, especially the party that benefited from that honorable acts, did not see the value. They didn't learn anything from it. And I like it that they did not learn anything. You know why? The people will learn more. We are the ones learning more. It's not the government. They are supposed to learn, actually. But now that they did not learn, let us, the people, see how we can learn from it. The blood, the ambition of any man is not worth the blood of anybody. I repeat, and I stand by it. Call him weakly, call him lazy, call him whatever bad name you want to call him. He's my hero, and he will forever remain my hero. And I will advise him to do it again and again and again if opportunity comes. See, we might think that these people in position are enjoying now, but they are carrying the loads. God is in heaven watching us. There is life after death. After president, there's going to be another life. After minister, there's going to be another life. After governor, there's going to be another life. So I prefer what Jonathan did. So to Donald Trump is doing what it's another. This is another type of another part of America we are learning now. Up to this now, we never knew America can get to this level. I started following American elections in the 80s. Every election I followed, the result is out within 48 hours. But this one took a different turn because of the man. It is good that Trump came up. And it is good that the people decide to say, go, we don't need you again. That is the power of it. You see, Nigerians are supposed to be the best beneficiaries of what is happening in America. It depends on the way you see it, the angle you see it. Yes, Trump has reduced America to a low-level democracy, whatever. But me, I'm seeing it, yes, it happens because we as a people, not the government, we needed to learn something. That the best thing that works a nation is institution. That is the area I want us to learn from. Institution is not the individual. If it was left for an individual, Trump will not go. Trump will go nowhere. But because there was an institution, the institutions were working. You can imagine a president of Nigeria giving an order to an electoral commissioner of a state like Edo or Delta, whatever, and says, stop this counting of election. And it will not stop. It will not happen in this present democracy we are operating. So we should learn that, look, we have the power, but what we need to do is to restructure our system so that it will work for us, the citizens. So that is the much I have to say in this case of Jonathan repeatedly saying he does not want the blood of anybody, and peace is the only way, and peace is the only way to go.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Then the next thing we now have, there have been no increase in electricity tariff, Kayamo. These Nigerian people, they are so funny. One would say the other one would say in the same nation.
Especially this government.
Oh God of Israel.
Especially this government.
Let's hear what this man have to say, guys. The Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Festus Kayamo, says there has been no increase in electricity tariff following an adjustment by the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission. Speaking on Channel Television Politics Today on Tuesday, the minister explained that what was done was to adjust certain bans and to ensure that certain persons who are supposed to be on some bans are not wrongly put on some other bans. What we agreed to do was to freeze certain bans. We have band A, B, C, D. In the interim, what we did was to adjust certain bans and to ensure that all certain persons who were supposed to be on some brands are not wrongly put in some other brands, but there has not been any increase in tariff, it said. This is contrary to a statement by NERC issued earlier on Tuesday, admitting that the rate of service brand A, B, C, D, and E have been adjusted by 2 naira to 4 naira per kilowatt per hour. According to the agency, the adjustment is in compliance with the provision of the Electric Power Sector Reform Act and Nigerian tariff methodology for biannual minor review. It is also noted that it was aimed at reflecting the partial impact of inflation and movement in forests. But Kayamo, who is the chairman of the subcommittee mandated to go around the country to interact with stakeholders and the discourse to find a cost-effective tariff that Nigerians can pay, maintained that there have been no increase in tariff. We are still in the process of carrying out our assignment. We have not finished. And when I saw the story this morning, I consulted members of the team and they said it is not correct. There has been no increase in tariff, he said on Tuesday. Meanwhile, the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria on Tuesday said it is disappointed by the recent hike in the electricity tariff approved by the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission. According to a statement signed by the NTUC president, Comrade Quadri A. Olayele, the act was effected despite negotiations still ongoing with organized labor over the last increase that came into effect from November 1st, 2021. That country, I tell you, I have been a little bit worried about that country, the way and manner they do things, you know. Somebody will tell me that because of inflation, you are increasing the tariff.
Yes.
And when there's an inflation, you're supposed to increase the salary of the people to measure up with the rate of inflation. Inflation is when the price of goods and services skyrocket.
Yes.
And what they do in the developed world, they also push the salary of the people up because they always make sure that the value of what they get is equal to the cost of goods and services. So you cannot say in 2014 and 2016, you give them 30,000 naira as minimum wage. And so that 2016 or thereabout, a bag of rice was sold at 25,000. Now, as of today, a bag of rice is now sold for 42,000 naira.
Yeah.
So, selling a bag of rice for 42,000, and now you've increased, increased electric tariff in November last year. Now, that's November. You only have 1 month in between, you've increased again. But this is just January now. We're in the first week of January. You've increased again for the second time in a period of less than 2 months. Whereas some state governments are still yet to pay the minimum of 30,000.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, do you know what shocked me more in Nigeria? Is this. When they increase to favor them, they do it fast.
Yes, very fast.
They do it within an hour.
Yeah.
Then when it is against them, they say they are waiting for directives. I remembered when they increased fuel to 145. That was last year. Before we wake up from sleep, fuel was always sold for 145. Then when they now had issues with NSC and Bobo, but they now increased it to 142. It took many filling stations over 1 week to
Yes,
return.
that's the normal thing now. It's a normal thing here. It's over 1 week to years.
Oga, we are waiting for directives from Oga. We're not going directives, so there's nothing we can do. So, guys, we are having two contradicting statements from the same government.
Yes, the same government. People that are supposed to be working together, sitting together, discussing together to come up with communicate.
How will the Minister of Labor is not aware that there is an increase in any services in Nigeria? He is a chairman of a subcommittee who was appointed to go around the entire state to talk to stakeholders on the modality of the new increment. And the electricity commission, they are saying we've increased from 2 naira to 4 naira.
4 naira.
That is 100% increment. They increase, yet we don't get light. If even these guys are actually increasing every day and there is constant electricity,
that would be fine.
It would have been beautiful, acceptable. At least we actually see something that we are paying for. But in a nation whereby there is constant increment, but yet there is no services rendered for the cost we pay, particularly those people who are not having these prepaid meters, who get estimated bills from these criminals called discos. I said here on this show, when I applied for what is it called? For meter, I think I said it a few days ago.
Yesterday, yes.
The first 2 bills I got scared me. I have to go and buy a meter for 180,000 because I know if I don't buy it, I will end up paying more than 80,000 at the end of the year without not getting light. That area we don't get light at all. But that's why you don't get light. They come with an estimated bill of a minimum of 7,000 for no reason. Now they have already increased. This one said they don't increase because for them to have come, they've already adjusted their meters.
Yes.
Their system to start running on 4 naira per kilowatt per hour. They know, but in order to deceive the Nigerian people, they will pretend, they will come and tell you, we are not aware of it. They later say, oh, they are doing illegality, and this thing will remain. This is what they do. Anytime they want to increase, they will first of all increase to see the reaction of Nigerian people. They will come and lie. Later again, they will return back to the table and do what they've already put out. There is nobody, no government official has the power to do something without the approval of the ministry that they are working under.
Yeah.
If that is the case, he doesn't even supposed to come to Channel Television to talk. He's supposed to have sanctioned them immediately. To say who gave the approval, because for there to be an increase, there must be an approval from the minister.
Supervising ministry, yes.
Which he and Igige are member of such a ministry. The Nigerian people don't talk anything. You know, what I got so pissed off about the Nigerian people today is that it's like we have been brought to a corner that we accept anything.
Yeah, yes, just anything. Yeah, God did. So everybody now go and be looking for way to survive. So those are the things that create the corruption. Those are the things that create the corruption. God did. Okay, we go survive by the grace of God. We go to church. Church will now pray for us. We now begin to expect miracle. So the miracle, when you get to office, is somebody that comes to do something that you are supposed to render service to, because that's what you are paid to do. You now say, before I do this thing, something must come out to. Then you now be asking for payback. That is the miracle. So it's a very serious situation. Very serious situation. I bet you that bill has been increased. That tariff has been increased. Igege just came up to just douse the tension. That's exactly what it is. They know what they are doing. The tariff has been increased. He is fully aware. They know what they are doing, but they just come contradict themselves to create distraction, to create a topic for us to discuss. Then we move on. Move on. It's been increased. So, my brother, there's no option than for we the people to come out and do the needful.
And do you know what some of us is even speaking now? People are saying something else when we try to tell them what is happening around their nation, where they live in. Okay, that's the most funniest part of it. Somebody just said that I'm always coming out as let me read it for you. I just got a very funny comment now. Let me I hope I have not lost it. Okay, it has gone out, but I can rephrase it. He was saying that we talk about the Igbos every time. We need to be talking about Benin. My brother, I'm not a Benin man. I'm a Satana. Your hatred for the Igbos because of Nnamdi Kanu is baseless. You guys should start getting that clearly.
This program is made for Nigerians, yes, all over, not for
hatred for a full nation because of one man is baseless. It is arrant baseless. The idiot in Germany, monkey face, who is always out destroying the Benin Kingdom. None of you have actually spoken about him for once. So sometimes I say we need to address some of these people sometimes. The guy is destroying the kingdom. Most of the things you hear these people talk about today, the Benin Kingdom, actually emanated from this Hitler. This same group of people today who are always out here to castigate the Nnamdi Kanus have not actually dealt with this bonfoo. Who are actually, decimated the sacred throne of Benin Empire. The evil clap for him. Some of these people evil clap for him. They praise him when the guy is doing trash. You are here looking at someone else far away, who whatever he says does not even make sense to some of us. Yes. Like his grandson, Adeyinka grandson in London. If he talks, I don't even listen. It doesn't make sense to me. But if a Benin man start, decimating the kingdom, this guy knows what he's doing. Not an outsider who has not so much knowledge of the culture and tradition of my people. So sometimes you guys should be very smart. And I told you before, this platform is a news platform. If Benin doesn't have a news, they cannot go and afford the news.
No, cannot create news.
I don't create news. I bring up news that are actually verified newspapers. Yes. This is not a gossip center. This is not a saga center. This is a news platform.
We are not here to throw jabs.
If you don't understand what it is, you need to ask questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we read news to you from the beginning to the end before we do analysis. I don't give you edits, I just talk. No, so that you can go and verify from any of those newspapers. You see that what I've just read to you is what is actually applicable.
It is.
So when you want to get saga, you know where to go. This platform is not for people that talk about people. This saga is not people that destroy unions. I am here actually to unite the South together. That is my motto. And one of the pioneers of the United States of Nigeria movement. So it was a reason we created that movement. Not to destroy Nigeria. the South or any part, but to unite ourselves together. Within the South, we have the great Benin Kingdom, which we respect, we appreciate as our own. When the time comes, if things not get to the point whereby we need Benin to be taken out, we know what to do. But as at this point in time, we are asking for less unite for us to be able to achieve our aims and objective as a people. So if you don't have an idea of what we do here, you are just like you're going to go to Channel Television, and because Channel Television belongs to Yoruba man, you say that everything the Channel Television must do must be related to the Yorubas. That makes you lose quite not understanding what is actually happening in the nation. This is a TV station where news are being analyzed every morning for you to know what is happening in your country. You're supposed to have said, thank you, sir. This is not where they do show their bodies. This is not where they bring people's matter here and start. This is not a case for me. So I cannot start discussing Nnamdi Kanu or IPOB. When there's no news about them that I want them to hear. Not everyone gets this news. So we get to bring it before them. They know what is happening. On how also they can safeguard their people, safeguard their region, just what we are doing in our own. Okay, when there were court issues in Edo State, I was out here bringing out videos of what was happening in my state. Because then Edo State was at the border of the crisis. Yesterday, Edo State was also at the border because we have about 4 or 5 news that came up as a result of the court cases that is emanating from the election of December 1920 just happened. So we also came out here and make proper analysis of all this news. Okay? So this is a new platform, it's a new station where we bring you the latest news and what is happening around the world and also what is happening in Nigeria, not in Edo State, guys. Okay? I am the mouthpiece of Edo in diaspora. That is my position under the Edo State Diaspora Organization. So the title must remain there is a show to tell you that this program is being anchored by an Edo person. It's a pride for us as a people. Okay, this is one of its kind. It has never happened before on the social media platform. You guys should also be proud of what you are doing as a people, guys. Don't always be on the antagonistic side. Destroy your own. Be proud. We are making history. We are doing things differently from other people. Okay? I can never hate an Igbo man. I can never hate a Yoruba man. I can never hate an Ishekiri man. As far as you are from South, you are my brother. Pure ED. Sir, you know that when I came to this country, my own brother, immediate elder brother, left me. An Igbo man picked me up.
Okay. Yeah.
I was with him. I just came in. I was with him. He was working. He fed me. I got a job. He actually helped me to get my first job. Introduced me to another Igbo man who gave me my first job. Okay. So when people talk about Igbo, you guys people know some of them. We know them.
Yeah.
I've worked. We lived in the same room. We slept on the same bed for 2 years. So I understood them more than some of you do. You hear stories from people, you conclude. Yes, in Benin, we have some very bad Benin people. Worse than Igbo man.
Yes.
I've also met Benin people that really put me in prison in this nation.
Yeah.
Benin people that I helped, they really put me in prison here, Benin, not Igbo people. Not Ishan, I'm talking about Benin. So we let us say because I had these few people there who were actually not too good. I would not say, okay, these people now, the Benin said, no, come on, guys. We are one. We are too young. Our generation should not be thinking of division. You live in Europe. If somebody not come and said you are not a European and you have a passport, People now treat your side differently. How will you feel? This is the problem. The people of racism, whereas we are the most racist people. The blacks, we are so racist to ourselves. So racist to ourselves, sir. We talk about racism, but now we pass. Let's go to the next one, guys.
Yeah.
Nigeria has become a wasteland cooker. No, they blast them every day. This guy, I do like this guy. This guy on fire. This guy, okay. The Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, Kukah, and said Nigeria is now a wasteland where people commit sin to seek forgiveness abroad. In his sermon titled "A Nation in Search of His Soul," and he worked for Bishop Peter Jariyo Jatu at St. Joseph Catholic Cathedral, Kaduna, Kukah condemned the state of affairs in the country. He said Nigeria has become a huge wasteland, huge debris of deceit, lies, double dealings, and duplicity. According to him, Nigeria sins at home by stealing the natural resources, but seek repentance and forgiveness in Saudi Arabia and Jerusalem. Israel, in the guise of lesser or higher privileges. Kukah said, today our nation is like the proverbial farmer searching for his black gold. He has to do it with a sense of urgency because darkness is setting in as the sun quickly receded. Our nation has become one huge wasteland. Huge debris of the deceit, lies, treacheries, double dealings, and duplicity. Nigerian politicians have turned our politics into a huge Trojan horse, a all of goalies and dissimulations. The level of frustration are rising by the day, and we can see all this in the rise in domestic violence and intercommunal conflicts. A combination of all this has turned us onto a nation of war with itself. Nigerians complain that the country is full of churches and mosques, and they cannot find the value of these religions in everyday life. We sin at home by doing the national resources, but we seek repentance and forgiveness in Saudi Arabia in the guise of lesser or higher pilgrimage. End of quote. Baba Kukah, anytime I see your news, my body say, you give me waiting I want. You know, this is what I've been saying. This one guy, this one man who have always saying the right thing and doing the right thing at every point in time. You know, this guy speaks the mind of the people anytime he speaks.
Fearless.
You know, now this it's actually a wasteland.
It's a wasteland.
Do you know that yesterday, Atiku went to Dubai to go and take COVID-19 vaccine? Flew to Dubai. It means Atiku is afraid of the COVID-19 they are bringing to Nigeria. A former vice president, a 3 times presidential aspirant, a former custom officer, a multi-billionaire in Nigeria, left the shore of his country, went to another man's land to go and get vaccinated. Today, the wife of the president, Aisha, says Aso Rock is unsafe. She flew away and she is in Dubai as I speak to you. These guys, they go abroad, take our monies. Do you know that Tinubu is in France now? He's sick.
Yeah.
Tinubu is sick. He's in France taking care of himself. Where there are hospitals in Nigeria. This is supposed to be the problem of the youth.
Yes, yes.
Not one who is talking. These leaders, they know how to divide you guys and get away with what they want to do.
Yeah.
They've understood that people are actually lazy youth, according to your president. So because they know that you guys are lazy, they try every human way humanly possible to take people's mind away from the atrocities that they are committing. You know that you people fight against yourself.
Yeah.
Today on social media now, all you hear is about, there's one of our sister. I don't want to mention her name because I don't like who is doing some very funny things on social media space. Every blogger now is a name that they used to sing. She has not. I'm not in support of what she does. Never in support of it. Like me, I'm not even in support of Saga. You come to the show, start narrating somebody, ask your message. I've not done it. Go watch me. I have not ever come here and book somebody as a topic. Never. It's not my type. I said from the beginning, the day I don't have anything to say again, I will just close my computer and I return back to my job. But thank God I've been able to carve out a way for myself that every day the people must learn something from me. Nobody is talking about what is happening in Nigeria. We have time to spend 6 hours talking about people's private lives. Talking about how we can divide ourselves along religious, ethnic lines. But these guys, they don't have any political, religious, or ethnic lines as far as when it comes to them dealing with you and I. Was it not a pastor in Abuja that was actually laundering money for Magu, the Delhi chairman? Magu is a Muslim.
Yeah.
Even the pastor called Magu is God's son. How can a pastor have a godson
Of a Muslim?
And sir, listen, and they will tell us that the Muslims are the problem of Nigeria. Okay, the same pastors. The same pastors.
Yes.
But now, one of the pastors is having a Muslim as a godson. It's the detriment of you and I. They know how to play us for their personal interest. If you are not smart enough, you will follow their ways and get hooked up in the web that they've created. Whereas behind the scene, they eat and they dine and they wine together. Whether the pastors, whether the imams, whether the political classes, the bourgeois in the societies, they do not like you
at all.
So your major concern as a Nigerian, just like our father now, Bishop Kukah, is always on our side. It's for you to speak against the injustice being meted out on your people, not to castigate one, to bring down one just because you want to rise. They hate you guys. I don't know if you have anything to say on this, sir, before we continue on the next news.
Bishop Kukah is a man of my heart, because I follow him so much. He's a fearless man. He doesn't care what the power think about him. He dishes out to them anytime, any day, the way he likes it. He doesn't care whether you are happy or not. So I think we need more of Bishop Kukah, both in the religious scene, in the economy, in the political. We need more of Bishop Kukah, who will be bold enough to tell the truth to the government or the leaders. Because there's this adage in Benin, my dialect, that says, if you don't tell somebody that is doing wrong that what he's doing is wrong, he will think it's right. Don't be surprised you see somebody condemning Bishop Kukah's statement. And the man has said the obvious. Nigeria is a wasteland. We live in deceit, double standard. That is what we do. If he favors me, it's okay. If he does not favor me, then I cry out. So we need people like Bishop Kukah, that more of them, to come out, to let them know that what they are doing is wrong. Because maybe what they think they are doing now is, they think they are favoring us. They think they are what they are doing is to our favor. No, we are their employers. We have the power to talk to them anytime we want to talk to them, however we want to tell it to them. So I pray God gives him more courage and wisdom to always give it to them the way they like it, the way they want it. Whether they are happy or not, it doesn't matter. I don't care about their happiness because they don't care about my happiness.
Okay, let's go to the next one. This one is very, very important because I have to bring up this news. Over 1,000 vigilante personnel will fight back if NNamdi Kanu Eastern security outfit attack our Herdsmen again. MIyetti Allah. Now, I'm going to say, I'm talking about NNamdi Kanu. This is not about NNamdi Kanu. If they will send them out, because let me tell you something, I don't know. Those of you that are in the south, in the north, a typical Hausa man, typical Fulani man, knows that they have the two regions: the east and the west. Okay, they see the south as the east.
Yes. Yeah.
Believe it or not. When they talk about what they see at the east, then they see the west as their own. The west have always been their ally from the beginning. It's the south and the southeast that have been the problem to the north. When you say they're going to deploy, now they are 21,000 of their personnel. And some people say, I should not talk about it because NNamdi Kanu name was mentioned in it. And they will come to your forest and kill you people one day. I read a story that one time God gave to us here on this show. How the kidnapping in AO. I read it here. Maybe one of these days we're going to do it again to revisit that very story. I think I still have it on my system of what the boy said in a hall in Benin City. No blogger from Edo State talks about it. These are information we need to give people to hear, but not everybody can get this news. So when you get it, you put it to the Tiabona, you know what is about to befall your people. Hear this now. The national president of MIyetti Allah, Kato Ore, Bello Abdullahi Bodejo, has stated that the Fulani organization is currently training 1,000 of its personnel, who after training will be deployed across the country, not to the east, across the country. And which across the country? Across the country means the west, the south, and the east, but not to the north.
East.
Where Herdsmen are, Bodejo stated that their Herdsmen were being killed since NNamdi Kanu established It's an Eastern security outfit which prevented their Fulani from grazing cow freely in their bushes. Are they actually grazing cow freely in the bushes or in people? MIyetti Allah president said that the security outfit is much like one of the Kanu Eastern security outfit. Now they are creating their own security outfit, which is not also approved by the government.
No, it's not approved.
Talk.
No.
People that say I should not talk.
No. And they are bold enough to say it out.
Other people will do it, nothing will happen. There's some people who do it, you will kill them. Because I'm from a Edo state now, I should allow it to happen. Then the day I don't decide to create their own security outfit, the government will still come after you. An injustice to one is an injustice to all. So he said, MIyetti Allah president said the current security outfit is much like NNamdi Kanu Eastern security outfit, which will always be on the move as much as its members. This statement is so inciting.
Very, very.
As any of these people who comes to my wall and insult my person, have they seen this kind of news? Do you know what this will do to your people in the forests in Benin City, in Edo State?
They don't know. I'm not sure.
You know what this will happen? Say it's like NNamdi Kanu's outfit. They are creating their own. How many of you are criticizing them right now? How many of these Satanás are criticizing them now to say, how can you do evil? You say NNamdi Kanu's outfit is evil, it's bad, it's illegal. Now you are creating your own, which is going to be worse than NNamdi Kanu's own. Because your own, they will be untouchable. Then you now expect the people who you are planning to will not want to defend themselves.
Yeah, they should just sleep and let you come and kill them and go to hellfire.
You need to keep quiet when I see this kind of news. I should not tell the Easterner that there is a war coming at your door point. Because they are Igbo, they should die. I pity you guys, man. The truth about it is these guys, some of these people are talking, they are not actually Beninese. A typical Benin man, a typical Benin child, don't act like this. We are passionate. We have conscience. Go check history. That is why anytime in those days when our Oba wins a war, conquer a territory, it never colonize anybody. That's why we only have Benin speaking language in only 7 local governments in Edo State. We never colonize anybody.
No.
What we do is we take a son of the soil and make him the leader of that place. We only ask them to pay homage to the then Benin Empire. Because we have compassionate heart. So from our brothers today who are always engaged people, I begin to wonder, I begin to worry, where did they get that character from? That is not the character of a typical Benin man or Benin woman that I grow to meet as a person. He also said that this is necessary in order to provide maximum security protection for its members and stressed that no opposition can stop its operation in any part of the country.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I said no operation can stop it. But you guys are supporting the military stopping these guys. Why are Nigerians just being double standard? Why? Because it's full like you're afraid, so that Buhari will not come after you.
Yeah.
According to him, you know Fulani people are moving to those areas where there are grasses. Any place where there is a grass, they will operate there to see how they can feed their cows. Any place. See, they talk authoritatively with so much confidence. Any place. So even going to my farm and
eat up your crops.
my crops.
Eat up your crops. Not here. They have the right to do it.
Somewhere, so everywhere they are, the vigilante is supposed to be there. Get this now.
Them.
Get this clearly, guys. So everywhere they are, the vigilante is supposed to be there. The vigilante is supposed to be there with what? AK-47.
AK-47 to protect them.
This is what you see today. This is the rate, the cost of kidnapping in the South. And when you see a cow man, you go see, and he's trying to tell you what they have already done. He's just using now the Kanu security outfit now as a gimmick to now officially
do what they are planning.
What they've been doing for a very long time. Like NNamdi Kanu or not, NNamdi Kanu has been able to awaken many regions, ethnic groups in Nigeria over the atrocities of the Fulanis. Like him or you don't like him. Like I said, he's my brother, he's from the South. If he does wrong, I will come and say he's doing wrong.
Yeah.
If he doesn't I feel it's okay, I will come and say he's doing what is okay. If I'm seeing danger clocking around the people, I should be able to speak out. You see that? So wherever they are, the vigilante is supposed to be there. That is why our vigilante will be everywhere in the country because of these cattle rustlers, and they will be the one to protect the Herdsmen from those security outfits that wanted to attack them while doing their business. Nobody, none of these guys now will come up and say, this one is becoming tougher. That is the reason they have been operating every part. They will be operating in every part of the country. Our vigilante is the same thing with Amotekun, the Kanu Easter Security Network. But the only difference is that our own house will be all over the country.
Authoritatively.
So, while Amotekun and Eastern Security Outfit is in the west and southeast, now that the east is securing their bushes by attacking our Herdsmen, our security outfit will help attack the attackers. It's direct statement.
Yeah. Direct statement, but the truth is that if you read in between the lines, you don't have to be an attacker before they will attack you.
No, no, they're already doing that.
Yes, all you just need to do is have a farm and tell them not to come graze in your farm.
You want to come and feed there.
Yes, you are an attacker.
Directly.
Yeah.
So that is the reason Fulani are having problem of securing their cow, because no one is protecting the cows. So our vigilante group has to operate very well because of the level of insecurity in the country. Cattle rustlers, kidnapping bandits are operating inside the bushes and forests, which are actually your people. Our people have been victims and they have suffered more than any ethnic group. That's what they always say. They always say they are victims. They are victims. They are, every time you hear them talk, they tell you they are the victims. You guys operate on our highway every day. You say you are the victims. How many Satana have they caught in the north that is a kidnapper? How many Satana, whether a Yoruba, and a Duma, and a Rubuma, or an Iboma, that they have caught in the north that is a kidnapper? Every day, Fulani elders are being caught in the south who are kidnappers. They were caught in the act, not maybe caught after. They were caught in the heart. I think I played a video of a boy. I played a video of a boy who said he will never talk to anybody. That if they arrest him, he promised them before 24 hours, he will be released. Yes. The dirty boy cannot even speak good English, but was very bold. He said, if I told them to me, if I said,
power behind it,
I will never say anything. See, our people have been victims. They have suffered more than any group, but there is no media to report that. There is no journalists who will go in the forest to report their plight. In those bushes and forests, there is no telephone network or coverage, so that makes our security challenges more difficult. I want to say, Oga Abdullahi, why did you not go and buy land? You can buy 10 acres of land, fence it round, put your cow inside, and feed them there. That is what is obtainable right now in the developed world.
Anywhere in the world, yeah. We don't want to go that route.
Not this parabolating.
A cake. See what we are talking of in the 20th century. This archaic way of
you know what it is that you leave people inside the forest. They act like animals. So that's why they don't have mercy. They behave like animals. They are ready to kill at will. This time God said there were many dead bodies on the way. Dead bodies, sir. There were many dead bodies on the way. Many dead bodies. There were many dead bodies on the way. Let me see if I can get this news. Just give me 1 minute, sir. There were many dead bodies on the way. You know, so when people talk here, go sit down, start really thinking, where are we going as a nation? Are we actually safe as a people?
We are not safe. The truth is that we are not safe. We are not going anywhere. Rather, I would say we are retrogressing. We are not safe in any way. We are going back. We are not planning anything. We are not planning anything at all. The only plans the leaders have is plan for themselves and their family. Steal as much as they can and take it abroad, go to abroad for education, for health, and whatever happens to me and you doesn't matter to them. They don't even want to fix the system. We are not going anywhere. We are not safe in any way. And nobody is even planning our safe. See, even look at the governors. Who among the governors, and maybe apart from Wike, that is bold enough to speak the truth?
Now, sir, let's go to this, because I want to read this for you to know. These people who are from Edo State, that is always coming to my wall and talk nonsense. That they don't actually know what the problem is and how to solve our problem. What I'm fighting for the security, because if the East is not secured, the South is not secured, the West is not secured, Edo can never be secured.
No, it will never be.
Because we are the gateway. Yeah. So definitely they will come to these people into us. Until we secure our part, we can never be secured as a people. Yeah. Go to Upper Saboba. The people that are operating there are not Benin people. Go and ask, sir. You know why? Because that's the waterway. It's a link to other part of the nation. People come from every other part of the nation, because it's a hood. It's a hood. It's a ghetto.
Yes.
So they fit in easily. They commit this crime in our state. Until we unite together, we bring unity in. We can be able to stop the menace that's happening in our state, because we are the gateway. We are the heartbeat. We are the center. So everything. This is an experience of a man called Thank God Oku. I'm going to read it for you to hear, sir. Maybe you understand why I'm always talking about these security networks. We need to create our own. So my name is Thank God Oku. I left for Abuja on Thursday, 17 December 2020 in order to attend a friend wedding on Friday and Saturday. On Sunday 20th, I boarded Big Joe Transport to Benin City. Getting to Ekpoma, the driver told us that he won't be going to Benin because it was already late. It was already past 7 in the evening. So some of us took our belongings and took a Sienna bus going to Benin. After AO, we were attacked by a gang of Fulani Herdsmen who shot periodically into the head. After taking all our belongings and phones from us, the leader of the team asked us to march into the bush. It was at that time that I knew that it was not just robbery but kidnapping. After a few minutes in the bush, the leader of the gang asked who was the driver of the vehicle. Immediately, the driver identified himself. He was beaten a thorough beating and then set free to go. In the process of marching us into the bush with guns shot, one of us, who is a pregnant woman, fell down and could not move anymore. While we were trying to revive her, one other man escaped into the bush. This made the kidnapper very angry, so they left the pregnant woman to die while we were marching into the bush. It was in a hall in Benin. Take note of that. We trekked for 3 hours into the bush, crossed a river, and ascended into the hills, which was about 20 minutes to climb. A hill about 20 minutes to climb in our forest in Benin. And after which we descended into the ditch and then the thick forest. I observed that the kidnapper had a sign of communication and direction inside the forest. I discovered that some rags were tied to some trees in the forest with a sign. Once we approached the tree, they would point the torch to identify the point that the rag turned to. This happens to be the way, and so we moved on and on using same strategy to find a way. One other instances, once they heard any noise inside the forest, we will be asked to stop while the headmen make a sound like that of a headman to his cow. If there is a same response, it means that it is their colleagues. But if no response, then they will start shooting into the bush before commanding us to move on. There were lots of dead bodies inside the forest with their hands tied to their backs. We trekked for another 2 hours before getting to their camp, which is located inside the heart of the forest. On our arrival, there was jubilation. The place was filled with dead bodies. And then one of them came and started tying our hands to our back, but they never spoke a word to us until the morning. On Monday morning, the leader of the gang, who was being referred to as Alhaji, came to us after he had made some calls to their boss, and then commanded that we were beaten like animals without mercy. After the beating, we were then asked to call our families for negotiation. Anyone whose family did not give a positive answer to the ransom will be beaten seriously after a series of gunshot in the head to put fear in their minds. When it was my turn, the negotiator picked me up and began flogging me. Then I began to beg with Hausa language. I was shocked that he stopped, and their boss then asked him to remove me from the others. Then he asked if I was from the north, since I was bearded. But I told him no, but that I was born in the north. So because of this, the kidnapper loosened the veil that was tied to my eyes and asked me to sit in the ground while others lay on their stomach. I then called my elder brother. At first, I was scared my brother will not respond positively. And fear of being beaten again. But my brother, in his wisdom, even though fear was written all over his voice, he told the kidnapper that firstly, he has to talk to me, and I was given the phone to speak to him. And then he told the negotiator that things are hard, but he was going to get them the money, and that they should call him back midday, same day. This conversation made them happy, and I wasn't beaten anymore, but the others were seriously dealt with. After a series of negotiations with my brother, who was always giving them oath, finally the ransom amount was settled and yet to be paid. I was in the kidnapper den for 4 days without food nor water. Once in a day, the kidnapper fetched river water and then add tramadol inside the cup and give us drink, or else we would die of hunger. I poo and urinated on my body in the days that we spent there. The kidnappers kidnap passengers twice daily, both women and children. Sometimes when they encounter any police escort, they kill the police and made away with his gun and cap. Whenever this happened, the person that shot the policeman will be promoted. Among the 10 of the kidnapper, there is an armor. Among the 10 of the kidnapper, there is an armor who service their guns. They had bags of bullets, different types of guns, including 2 SMGs, arms and ammunition littered the ground as they always exchange guns in each operation. This is to say that the guns used in the morning won't be used in the evening till 2 days' time, because the founder, from the look of things, is a very highly placed person. They don't eat every food. What they eat is garri soaked in oil with onions and maggi. They don't rape their victims, but beat their victims to death. Gun don't penetrate them. There in the forest, before going out for any operation, they shoot at themselves randomly. After which the leader begins, bring out a white rag, spread it on the floor, and all other will surround the rag and chant their incantation before leaving. After my elder brother paid the ransom for 4 of us that night, the leader of the team sent me a message to the Nigerian police. He asked him to tell the police that they have come for the police and they will kill all policemen that come their way, because they have taken over Edo State and will soon start a war that will lead to the taking over of the whole state. I promised him I will personally deliver the message to the commissioner of police, Edo State. So 4 of them walked us into the bush while we got to the village. Then they told us to walk into the village and from there find our way, since my brother was already waiting to receive us. Finally, it was freedom at last. This is happening
in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, in Benin City, in one day local government area of Ihor. So people will just come here and talk and talk and talk without actually knowing what some of us are receiving. Where we are crying for unity and making sure that things are being done in the way and manner that our lives will be secured. Okay? This is what we see. This is what we see, guys.
I'm dumbfounded. I'm just demoralized. In a country we call our own.
Yes.
And somebody will come here and preach one nation. That this country is not negotiable. God help us. Oh. And
this man now, is arrested. He's in prison.
Yeah.
So where is in prison?
Yes. He's being handcuffed every day.
And somebody came out on the news and said, we are training 1,000 personnel. Who is going to be?
Nobody's asking any question. Yeah.
The government says Nnamdi Kanu Easter is illegal, which I also subscribe to. Now, my anger here is nice. Another one is boldly telling you, I am going to do the same thing like Nnamdi Kanu is doing. And nobody dare oppose them.
To ask questions. No.
In a press statement, in a press briefing, sir, in a press briefing, where all of them sit down there, and some of us South, we do this earlier than that attitude that really gets me pissed off. This guy was picked up for nothing, just exercising his fundamental human right.
Constitutionally guaranteed right.
Just with a black card. We need a better Nigeria. They said it's inciting. What is this guy doing now? Sending 1,000 people with AK-47. Guys, let me tell you something. Let me shock you guys. You know, 5 men with an AK-47 can finish a local government.
Of course.
5 men with AK-47 can end a full local government who do not have arms and ammunition to protect themselves. Only 5 men. No talk of these elders, they only have their own AK-47. They're adding more to it in your forest. Many of you talking here today, your mothers are in the village, they can't go to farm anymore.
Yes.
Their farmland have been taken over by others. You guys say nothing. You talk about some very
trivial things. These are things that are not important to our lives.
Like this boy said, this grandson said, Edo is not Benin. Benin is not Edo. Those are foolish people. People come here. I said, talk about what? It's so personal opinion. It has nothing to do with me, guys. I know where I come from. I know my history. So nobody can tell me my history. Anything you say has nothing to do with me. It's you people do not know your history that's afraid or scared of what people say about you. I know who I am. I'm a blooded Benin man to the core. My great grandfather was Aniyase Oselu one time from my mother's side. My dad is from the palace. I'm from Obe. So see, on both sides, I have link to the great Benin kingdom.
Yes.
From my smaller side, and from Obe from my father's side. I have royalty in me. So nobody can come and tell me who I am. If you can't, so just like you are now, who's going to tell your history? As Mr. Oni.
Nobody.
I'm tell your history. You just say that, but I bet you man is not even know. You don't know me. So you don't feel as if it's an issue. So why
shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue when you are trying to tell me who I am. Why should I bother myself about? Why should I bother myself about your opinion about me? I don't get into those kind of discussions. Your opinion about me, who cares?
It's even one person's opinion, not the entire community opinion.
Yeah. We waste our time and energy discussing trivial things that are not relevant. I'll leave the main things, the things that affect us. We leave it and say, it's them, there's God. God will help us.
This moron in Germany said he quoted about how many ethnic groups in Nigeria in the south that they are from Benin. For example, when somebody called me, I said, listen, my brother, even if they are from Benin before, but as of today, in the present 21st century,
they are not.
They are not.
They are not.
Issue should be, we should forget, but we can talk history. But these people are not anymore. I thought they don't speak my language now that I speak. I cannot classify them to be a Benin man. You can say history. It's okay. That's okay. But for you to say, okay, they are not. The guy was like, no, I said, listen, I don't get time for all this stress. Like I told you something before, I'm going to say it now, sir. They said Igbos are Benis, right? They said Yorubas are Benis.
Yes.
Okay? Or Benis are Yorubas, or Benis are Igbos.
Yeah.
As the case may be. I said, if that is the case, then there's one thing that binds us together. Then we have a link. If the Igbos are saying they actually are part of the Benin.
Yes, yeah.
Owns the Benin. Yoruba said they own the Benin. It means there's something that link both the Igbos and the Yorubas together.
Yeah.
That should be your concern.
Yeah.
Not what divides you. Sometimes, sir, some Benin people, we are not smart. Let me tell you guys, it's a pride for me, for people to drag us.
Yes, now, of course, it's a pride.
I feel so proud.
It's supposed to be an honorable thing. Yeah.
People are dragging us.
It speaks a lot. Yeah. It speaks a lot of your importance.
I feel proud that I am a big boy or a Bini man. It comes to my head and say, come on. It means there is something unique about the
Benin's. Yeah.
For you guys to be seeing who you are looking at the negativity of it, not looking at the positive side that every tribe that comes in from the south talks about you. That shows there is something unique about you people as an ethnic group. So that you look at it, this person, why are they using a brain? Just go to
yeah. Some people are very narrow-minded. Very narrow-minded. They don't have an open mind.
Ijo will talk about you. Shakir will talk about you. Erobo will talk about you. Isoko will talk about you. Abba will talk about you. Ike will talk about you. All of them, they talk about you people. You become a point of reference. That shows there is something unique about the Benin people. Everybody's trying to drag them as their own. That's supposed to be your pride. That's supposed to be your pride. That's supposed to be your pride, not what they say. If Yoruba shall be Bini, I be Yoruba. Igbo shall be Igbo. Igbo shall be Yoruba. Shall be Shekiri. Ijo shall be Abijo. Only be one. Let me say, I be Babana.
I shall be superstar. Superstar. Everybody they drag me.
They drag me. There's something about me that is unique. It's not for you to steal it from that angle. You start insulting them. Nobody want to be a Fulani. Nobody want to accept be a Fulani. People want to call it their brother. You dey fight. Nobody want to be a Fulani. So sometimes we must use our initiative, guys. It helps us. There's no need of inciting unnecessary. If people are pushing war, your brothers are pushing war, preach peace. Preach peace.
Yes.
Be the big brother. We the Benin's claim we are the big brothers. That's why we have small local government. Why not let us show it in our attitude to others? If we believe that we are actually the center of civilization, why not show it to others when
we are civilized? We were civilized way before you came up here.
We're trying to act the way they are acting. It makes they have brought you to their level of understanding. Guys, get it very clearly. Be smart sometimes. You see, Stephen is a smart hell of a guy. I can't come to your level. No, it's not possible. I can't. I have my own level of operation. I always want to stay there. I don't climb ladder with people. I take my time to climb my own ladder. The entire South, we are the same.
Yeah.
Don't listen to stories. Go ask your grandparents. Let me tell you something. Go back home. Travel to the east. Go see their culture. Travel to the south, to Benin. Travel to Ijo land. Go Ishekiri. I grew in Delta State. I was 17 when I said I was 17 when I left home. I grew in Delta. I've seen them do everything. Our culture is 95% the same. During our marriages, the same. Bride price is being paid. Everything is the same. I've also had knowledge of the South, of the West, the same. Our dressing code, look at our kings. Look at our kings. Look at their dressing codes. It's nearly the same.
Yeah.
Look at the chiefs. Look at our dressing code. It's nearly the same. Look at the food we eat. Look at the food. Obolo, egusi, all. These are what is very frequent in that part. It's nearly the same.
Yeah.
They don't really cook stew like we cook stew. It is, there are many, many things that we have in common.
Yeah.
Look at our ancestral gods. Go check back. Amadioha is the god of thunder. In the West, they call it Shango. In Edo, they call it Eziza. They are the same. God of thunder and wind. That is Amadioha. Go check it. Go check it. Go check all of them. They are the same. There's something that actually that is the same, but the names are different. Olokun is called Igbo. In Urobo, Ijo, Shekiri area, they call it Igbo. That's Olokun that you have in Benin. And they also have. They also call it Olokun in the West. It's just the same thing, guys. There's something that is making me to feel that there is something that we are one people. By our way of thinking, it's easy for a Benin man to marry an Urobo woman, no problem.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult for a Benin man to marry from the outside language. It's very difficult.
Very, 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 very.
Very few minute part of it is happening. That is the truth, guys. So let's leave that. Kuje prison officials are afraid so whether we revolutionize other inmates.
Agba Jalingo.
Jalingo, this is another tough guy again. Let's go to that. Journalist and activist Agba Jalingo had lambasted the moment Buhari-led government over the arrest of human rights activist Emiyette Sowore. According to the Punch, Jalingo said Sowore and the other activists locked up since their arrest on New Year Eve in Abuja committed no crime for protesting against bad governance. He said the human rights activist was moved from the Kuje prison to police custody on Tuesday because prison officials were afraid that it would revolutionize other inmates at the facilities. Jalingo said the government harasses innocent citizens who demand a better Nigeria, but negotiate with Boko Haram members and bandits who slaughter scores of Nigeria at will. He said they arrested him and kept him longer than the statutory number of days and still could not bring up a charge. They are harassing him just like they have been harassing all of us. The system is afraid of Sowore. If not so, why are they harassing him? Boko Haram is there. Bandits are there. And they are negotiating with them. These people are killing up and down, but the government is negotiating with them. They are granting them compensation and amnesty. Then you keep dragging a man that you simply don't have anything to hold against every day. All of us have been shouting, free Sowore, but Sowore is not worried where he is. When they took him to Kuje, the authority in Kuje rejected him because they were afraid that he was going to revolutionize all inmates. So they protested. They didn't want to admit him. Even when I was in African prison in Calabar, it was the same thing. Because of the way the other prisoners were coming to listen to me, keeping Sowore in the prison will cause more problem for them. That is why today the court said they should keep him in police custody. When asked whether there is any action to protest against the detainment of Sowore, Jalingo said, let's wait for what happens on Friday. The court said they should bring him back on Friday, so we are waiting. He's our leader, and we are not going to keep quiet. They should just leave him alone. Sowore is not the problem of Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria is those locking him up. End of quote. You also know these people. These are our youth now. I asked how much that's even condemning Sowore. The same people is condemning me here in this show today, and the people that is also condemning Sowore. Go and link, because what want to do, want to say is a big man, is a this. Let it suffer the consequence of his action. Sowore this, Sowore. I said, for goodness sake, wait, no, just using a brain for once. At least let me my brain work.
What is Sowore saying?
Yeah.
What is he suffering for?
Yeah.
Because is he suffering because Okay, maybe because of the hatred. Where is the hatred coming from? Is it because of the campaign against Jonathan or what? Yeah, he campaigned against Jonathan. That has passed. We have moved. We have moved beyond that.
Yeah,
we are not talking of.
Let's talk about that one a little bit before we continue. Do you know the Jonathan case people talk about? I was a take it back. Okay? I'm still a take it backer. But during the election, I knew that my candidate then Sowore would not win because of the Nigerian system. I knew. So many of them in this country, Sowore is not going to win. But it's good he tries. So that keeps him, in the political circle as a man that sometimes is going to climb to power and change the narrative of things. Now, my support, then after I saw Sowore was not going to win, I have to support Goodluck Jonathan. Reasons best known to me.
Yeah.
Despite I was supporting Goodluck Jonathan, I knew Goodluck Jonathan had some issues. There were some lapses in his government. We shouldn't run away from that.
Yes, yes.
So, and those lapses were what Sowore saw. As an activist, as a guy who believes in doing things the right way, he felt that, okay, this guy is not doing all we needed him to do. And with the antecedents of Buhari in 1983, you get it, Nasha?
Yes.
Sowore felt that Buhari being a no-nonsense man, that was his feeling.
That's where that was the angle he was coming from. Yeah.
Yeah, being a no-nonsense man, what Jonathan was allowing to happen,
tolerating, yeah.
In his government, Buhari wouldn't allow it. Not knowing that Buhari was not actually the one that was in charge of the government in the 83. It was the then Idiabon. Okay. So that's how many people here, even in this country, supported Buhari's government to come to power. Who felt Jonathan was too weak. Jonathan was actually, you know that Musa Yar'Adua never did really rule Nigeria for a long time.
Yes.
So we have not actually experienced what we called a civilian president in Nigeria. That's the truth, sir. Get it? Now, from the time of 1966 coup, the president Agba Jalingo, then Gowon came in, then Mohamed Mohammed came in, then Obasanjo came in, then after Obasanjo, we now have Shagari, who was also told by Buhari. Then IPOB came in, Abacha came in, Absalom came in. So many of us in our time, we were all involved with a military dictator. So things were done like that. So there was not this easy way of doing things. We never saw it. So since we didn't see it, we're not used to Jonathan's way of operation.
Way of doing it, yes.
It was alien to us. But Jonathan was trying to be a Democrat.
A Democrat, yes.
Right? He gives you your liberty to say whatever you want to say, to do whatever you want to do, as far as it is not against the constitution of the land.
Yes.
So because of that, we saw those loopholes. And that's what the Sowore saw. I said, okay, I think this man, if we leave this man, is good, this criminals here, this man might have a good intention, but he has so much armed robbers around him, which will make him to lose sight. Let's bring in a disciplinarian. That's how Buhari came and supported Buhari. Many people supported Buhari. Dele Momodu supported Buhari.
Many.
Raki supported Buhari. Patu Tomi, Femi Falana, Wole Soyinka, Tiwa Danjuma,
Bakare,
Obasanjo, Tunde Bakare, and many other, even churches, big churches, supported Buhari at that time. The only church that was against Buhari was the Winners Church.
Winners, yes, Winners. That's the only church.
Every other church was on Buhari's payroll.
Yeah.
They believed Jonathan actually failed. So it was not only Sowore's assumption alone, it go beyond Sowore.
And if you really want to look at it fairly, you will not question the reason why Sowore was against Jonathan. He had reasons to be. He had reasons to be. So
yeah, go ahead, sir.
So he had reasons to do what he did, and we are not seeing it clearly, and we are not seeing it better. Let's move beyond that that case, and the most important thing is that, like you have always put it, that injustice against one is injustice against everybody. Yes. Justice for one is justice for everybody. So if you think because what you are Sowore is suffering from a sin he committed, one day when you are not doing the right thing, there are sins you have committed that will come against you. You want us to always refer to those kind of sins, even when you are not doing the right thing?
Let me tell you, sir. You know, like I said, many people are condemning me here from Edo State. Yes. Perhaps tomorrow they arrest me for the work I'm doing now. These people will say, on your money.
Yes, now, of course. You know.
Yeah. Like that now. Say, yeah, we told him. He doesn't listen. Yeah. They feel they know it all. Yeah. They will always come after you.
Yes.
That's just who they are. Sowore hasn't actually done anything. He supported a man. Listen, I respect men who come out and said, I made a mistake for doing this.
I made a mistake. Yes. It's a big courage to do that.
Those are men. So I'm going to correct the mistake I made.
Yeah.
Those are men.
So some people are still finding it difficult now to come out and say, I made a mistake. A lot of people, even when they now see clearly that they made mistake, but they cannot hold up to that mistake they make. They still want to justify it because they are arrogant. They feel that it will be a letdown on their part.
So let's look at this one, sir. Igbo presidency, Southeast leaders cannot force political parties to endorse their region, APC. People will tell me I should not talk about this. This is injustice. We have, first, the colonial master, when they were leaving, they give us Wazobia. Wazobia. That's 3 regions. That's 3 major ethnic groups. Okay?
Yeah.
Then, the only time that they have actually tested power was in 1960. And they were also a ceremonial head. They were not the head. Okay?
Yeah.
The only time they were actually the head was for only 6 months, which was the Agba Jalingo, which 15 January 1966. Yet after that coup, these people have been marginalized.
Seriously.
Anybody that tells me that I should not talk about this thing is an enemy of the South. An injustice to one is an injustice to all. Now they are bringing presidency back to the South. Kunde Bakare is vying for the position. Tinubu is vying for the position. Fayemi, the Ekiti state governor, is vying for the position.
Yes.
Whereas you guys just left there a few years back, 8 years of Obasanjo regime. I'm going to say these guys, they should keep quiet, fold their arms, and allow this injustice to continue. Come on, guys. It is wicked for anyone to think this is right. If you feel they are not qualified, they don't have what it takes to be the president of the nation, then let them go. You can't constantly forcing them to remain with you, and you treat them as if they don't matter.
Third-class citizens, yeah.
If you feel I'm part of you, You must treat me the way you treat others. Otherwise, let me go. You know what marriage, they have divorces in marriages. It's the same thing. You're in a relationship together. The woman is either treating you bad or the man is treating you bad. It was okay. If you can't treat me as being equal to you,
let me be.
Please let me go. So at least I need to have my life back. I don't want to live in tears and in pains. Let me go and fix my life. I want to be happy.
Yeah.
I expect that the entire southern Nigeria today will be clamoring for an Igbo presidency. At least that will reduce the tension of these secessionists who are clamoring to go. But for rather than we're doing that, we are even supporting these guys who are against them. All because one man. That's my problem. One man. How can you use the action of one man to draw the generality of a race?
A whole race. A whole race.
With the Benin, sir, if you go to social media, you're saying that we do a lot of things, our guests do a lot of nonsense, a lot of shit. How do you expect people to call your sisters Ashewo in the East? And you know that your sister is a prostitute. Just because of what one of our own is doing. How will you feel? How do you expect them to call you a courtist, knowing that Benin today has become the grand patron of courtesan
in Nigeria? Yeah.
Or how do you expect one to call you that all Benin men are armed robbers because of what our late brother Lawrence Anini did in his time?
It doesn't work.
How do you expect that? How will you feel? That you'll be treated with dismay because of the action of one person who was or who is a Benin man. That's where I look at everything from.
Yes,
Sir?
I said I will feel bad. Certainly I will feel bad.
Yeah, I would do the same. I would do this. Sometimes when they call our guests prostitute, I get mad. They know me in this country. You don't say it. You don't dare say it. I can lose anything on you if you say that. But actually, don't we have prostitutes as our sisters?
We have them. Yeah, we have them.
We do. But does that make every adult woman not to
be woman? No way.
No.
There are honorable Benin women. Yeah, honorable one. There are even more.
The Benin people are not promiscuous
at all.
We aren't. We aren't. So if few of them, few who start misbehaving like some bunch of way they are not know, in every 12 there must be a Judah. So if you now have a Judah, will you not say the other 11 disciples are bad people?
Cannot call them betrayers. No way.
Yeah.
Call them betrayers. Yeah.
Now let's look at this now. Let me just read through, then we'll talk about this. Then we'll take one more. We'll go. The ruling operating party has said that the politicians from the southeast region of the country should be united to secure a presidential ticket in 2023. The Deputy National Secretary of APC, Yinka Nabena, told Shara reporter in an interview on Wednesday. Nabena also said the southeast region would not be able to achieve its political ambition of producing the next president of 2023 if it fails to create an atmosphere of trust with other regions. He said this in response to the demand by some Igbo politicians that the two main political parties, the ruling party, APC, and the PDP, should cede their potential ticket for the 2023 election to the Southeast. The demand was made in a communique signed by the former governor of Abia State, Senator Orji Uzokalu, and Senator Ike Ekweremadu, issued after the conclusion of a dual-party meeting of Southeast leaders held on Tuesday at Camp Neya Ebede in Abia State. However, Nabina told Shara reporter on Wednesday that the politicians from the region should not impose their presidential ambition on other regions until they build unity and trust. Yet that now they build unity and trust. So my take is just simple. You see, in politics, you must have a way to align with people. And you see, my Southeast brothers, I have told them it is time for them to be together. Look at their own Igbo election. They are taking one other to court, and now you are looking for presidency. No, you must first trust yourself before you ask people to trust you. And you must build an alliance. You must seek people you will align with. You cannot force people to do things. You must do something for yourself. Let them come together and be in unity. Let them agree for once. You cannot force political parties to endorse your region. You need to create that avenue for yourself, first for them to trust you. If it is that other region can trust you with power, they need to at least for once come together and agree and be in unity. When asked about the potential ambition of the national leader of the APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Nebina said the agreement would have to take its course among the three regions in the South. The problem is that if the power is coming to the South, there's nothing like macro zoning, Nebina said. I'm just saying, for instance, not that the party has agreed to the zoning system pattern. There is nothing like macro zoning. It is either north or south. If it is one of the South, the people in the region will still put their heads together because we have Southeast, Southwest, and South-South. That means the three zones, we have to look for an alliance. This is when the South is aligned. In a nutshell, in politics, you must have an alliance to achieve your political objective. He said unity is not what one professes with the mouth, but what one display. While reacting on how a number of Igbo leaders came together to call on the two biggest parties to cede their presidency to their region. It is what people will see, not by saying it. You don't tell people that you have repented. It is what you are doing that people will see and know that you have repented, the APC deputy spokesperson said. Listen, let me say something here. In 1998, they actually zoned the presidency to the Southwest.
To the Southwest, yes. Yeah, that one is it's very clear now. You see, we are double standard people. We look at things at different time, different way. We don't see. If you are looking for people who don't honor agreement, who don't honor their promises, their words, come to Nigeria, you get them. Especially Nigerian politicians. Now everybody is saying, because it's the turn of the Igbos, because the Yoruba have done, the Hausa has done, so they want to use that idea now to deny the Igbos their rights. So they are not saying there's nothing like macro zoning or whatever zoning they are not referring to. But in 1999, it was okay to do macro zoning. If the both of them were okay, this man was from Ondo State, Lufalai, yes, Lufalai. Obasanjo was from Ogun State. Katsina have produced president twice in this present dispensation. Now you are telling me the Igbo man cannot. I agree that yeah, they must settle their own issues within themselves, but give it to them, let them settle themselves. You cannot be at the same time creating problem with them for them, so that there will be you now have reason, because what they are doing now, what the Yorubas and the North are doing now is they are trying to create problem for the Igbos, so they will have reasons to say that the reason they did not get their time, get it this time, is because they were not united. That is the simple calculation I'm seeing here. They are trying to create problem for them so that they will have reason to deny them of what is due for them. If you come up and agree that these people is their time to rule, and going by the history of what has happened since 1965, we're supposed to supposed to say, okay, this is the time to at least honor our agreements. Several times we have denied them of what is due for them. Several times. If I have the opportunity, if I am in position, I would have persuaded both parties to please, for peace to reign, for equity reason, let the two parties produce Iboma as the presidential candidate. Then after these 8 years, you cannot say, now let's throw everything open. No more zoning. Everybody fight for president if you want to, from any region, but present whatever you want to present. Not when you want they are coming up with a plan now to be rotating between northeast and southwest. I pray we overcome it, but I know it's not going to be easy if that is a plan they have. It's not going, because they are creating more reasons for crisis. It's going to be more reasons for crisis.
Yeah, I said that will continue. Now we have this one. It's going to be, this one is funny. It's a COVID-19 vaccine. Buhari others must take it first. They cannot be trusted. Nigeria to propose vaccination. So Nigerians are really worried about this vaccination. Like I said, one of our leader, Atiku Abubakar, went to Dubai to go and take vaccine. He refused to take vaccine from Nigeria. Maybe he's afraid of Buhari's vaccine, you know. So that's how we are. And the Nigerians are saying, okay, if that's the case, let Buhari take first, that they are going to see Buhari take the vaccine. Then all his ministers will take. Then before they will start forcing the vaccine on the ordinary people. Okay? So we're going to read that. It's going to be the last news for today. Then we will just go. The head minister, Dr. Sergei Aniri, announced last December that the government would vaccinate about 20 million Nigerians against the dreaded COVID-19. Meanwhile, the government this week said its plan was to commence Nigeria against the virus by March 2021. According to information from Nigeria Center for Disease Control on Thursday, the country has recorded 94,369 COVID-19 cases and 1,324 deaths. The agency said 1,495,000 samples have been tested and 77,299 persons discharged. But despite the fatality record, a cross-section of Nigerian told Shari reporter that they were not interested in taking any vaccine against COVID-19, even more so when the vaccine did not prevent some of those who have been taking it from dying. They said Nigerian leaders must lead by example in this regard. Here are their response. Janet James, teacher in Ibadan, Oyo State, said, I guess it should start with the leaders. Leaders should be able to test the authenticity of the vaccine. Being the first person to receive the vaccine is truly a quality of a leader. The one Ken Iselubo, entrepreneur in Lagos, said, vaccination is not compulsory but necessary. The vaccination is not 100% clinically proven to be safe on human. If our leaders choose to vaccinate Nigeria, it should start with people who have recovered from COVID-19. I will only take the vaccine if I see a need to. After I have seen multiple successful testimonies over a period of 10 years, head from Ilorin, Kwara State, or Life, Osun State will do the needful. One Demilola Oluwadahun, teacher Akure Ondo State, said, I won't take it, even if all Nigerian leaders line up and take it in front of me. The reason is simple. I don't trust them. They have never cared about us, and I don't think they will ever care. They have consistently make wrong decisions, and this might not be an exception. Anything the government does usually has a selfish undertone. It's going to be about them and not because they care about us. Chidi Okigwe, businessman Lagos. Our leaders should take it first. I don't have any issue with this scam called COVID-19. Faith in D. Bezu, graduate Lagos, said, no, I'm not willing to take any COVID-19 vaccine. The question is it real in Nigeria? Arize, a so mofo, journalist Lagos, I will take the vaccine only if they bring it close to me. I won't go through any stress to be vaccinated. Olaide Onakoya, employee of private company Lagos. Not for now. I don't trust the Nigerian government with lives. I'm not very certain it is real, but I agree that we should observe precautions without needing to take the vaccine. Faith Lawani, tech specialist Ibadan Oyo State, says, no, I need proof that it is really working. That means seeing the result of the clinical trial of all phases and the drawback of the trials. Well, I believe everyone should be sure that it works before using it, irrespective of status or age. I won't take it except the initial criteria are met. Adeola Adeyemo, businesswoman Lagos, let the leader take the lead. They always like to have the fair share of the goodies. Let President Muhammadu Buhari, for instance, take the vaccine, and from there, we will see how it works and how it goes. Kabiru Adesoji, commercial driver, Ota, Ogun State. Whether President Buhari or his colleagues in government accept to be vaccinated or not, I can't take the vaccine. I'm not sure of the virus yet. How can I bother myself with what is not clear to me? I don't have any business with both COVID-19. Vaccines. Grace Alioke Rata, Ogun State. The leaders should take this vaccine first. Leaders, as the name implies, should lead in all areas, even in vaccination. They should be tested. They should be tested first, since age 60 and below is more vulnerable to COVID-19. And Nigerian leadership is from 35. If the leaders take their responsibility by taking it publicly, I, as a good and willing citizen, will take it. One Jones Okoro, civil servant Lagos. No, I am not easily deceived. I know the antecedent of the vaccine, and even if the leaders are publicly administered with the drug and ask me to choose my job by taking it or losing it, I will lose my job. The scripture says, if the days be not shortened, the very elect will be deceived. Prince Aliu, teacher, Lagos, said, no, I can't take it. It's just because I don't have any interest in their vaccine. Kayode Somoye, entrepreneur, Lagos. Personally, I don't trust the Nigerian government, so I can't take the vaccine. Secondly, the leader should take it first. Jemoke Adebayo, worker in a private company, said they should start the vaccine with Buhari first. So what do you have to say about this?
Well, I think these are opinions. For me, because of what is on ground now, the plans, the way we are planning, we don't even know the plan. The only thing we know as at yesterday or day before yesterday was that they are coming up with about 100,000 vaccines at the end of this month. So I don't think I will support the idea of the president starting with the vaccine. Not because people are saying it. I am doing this because I'm of this opinion, because we like to copy. Already, the Minister of Health have got. I mean, was it not the Minister of Health? I think it's the Minister of Health that went to tell the president yesterday that the president, the vice, and the chief of staff will be the first to take the vaccine. They want. We like copy. Want to copy other world leaders. That is not the issue now. This is not the time for the president for me to listen to what Nigerians are saying. Leave this vaccine for people that cannot afford. I would even prefer he behaves like Atiku. Go to Germany, UK, go and take your vaccine. Leave this 100,000 for the people that need it, that cannot afford it now. Because this is not what they are going to play politics with. I don't want a situation where this 100,000 now, because if they go this way now, you find out that this 100,000 is going to be shared among the political leaders. The executive will take first, the senator will come at it.
They are never ready to take.
If they are not ready to take, if they are not ready, let them. If they are not ready to take, let them give it to people that need it. Me, I need it.
They are afraid of the vaccine.
If they are afraid, then leave it. I don't want. I don't want them to come up with the rationale that they want to start it. They should not start it. Give it to people that need it. Me, I need it. If you come in now and say, I will willingly submit myself for it.
Yeah. Many people don't want to submit. Many people don't want.
I will not think twice. I will not think twice. So let them not come and give us this story of they want to start it. No, if they start it, you find out that this 100,000 they are planning will only just go for the political leaders, and then we the people will just be bound to the Philistines. We will have nothing. Then we start scrambling for it. If they want, if they are afraid, leave it for us. If they don't want, or if they want, let them go to Dubai or Germany or England. The way they normally go for their treatment, where they want to clean their ear, let them go there and take the vaccine and leave these ones for us. That is my opinion.
Okay, guys. Today again, it has been a very, very explosive day. Close to 3 hours on the show. I think, guys, you guys should be giving us kudos, for us doing this, guys. Not coming here to blast us. You must give us kudos for coming here to not just to tell you what is happening in Nigeria, to also give you our own opinion based on as an independent person who is also on your side. I think that we should, as a matter of fact, give us that kudos that okay, you guys are really doing a marvelous job. Please, guys, subscribe to Nigerians YouTube and give us some thumbs up. And also, don't forget to press on your notification button so that anytime we are on live like this, you'll be among the first to get the notification. If you're on Facebook, please follow me on Matter Arising with Humanist TV. Just follow me, like the page, or if you are not there, you can also go to United States of Nigeria, and there also you can also see me, follow me there. And these are the three, platforms that we give you this early morning news with proper analysis and the way we should go. We are doing this in order to make our people be informed of what is happening in our state and in our region. And I want to say, guys, it is our time we all try to see what binds us more together than what divides us. Okay, if you're a married man, my father had three wives. Okay, he have the three wives. The three wives just like the Igbo, Yoruba, and the Niger Delta people. Okay, that's what it signifies, guys. But the women have their issues. Our mothers have our issues. But we, the children, we are banded together with something. And that thing that binds us together is the blood of our fathers that is in us. Okay, now, our mothers, my mother had issues of their own. But we are banded together because of the blood of the father that's in us. Even when my half-brother or my half-sister offends me, it doesn't go beyond 1-2 hours because she's my blood, he's my blood. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't separate that. So if we think in this manner that the entire South is from one father, different mother, that can actually help you. Because sir, you will not be happy now to see that your brother is being lynched to death because you're our brother and you are standing there. And you can do something, you refuse to do anything. You can't do it. You will not do it. You will see, because that blood in you will react immediately. It will form up that you will take an action to save his life. So if we want IPOB to fade away, let's support them for this 2023 presidency.
Yeah.
Let's put them in. Let's support them for it. Let them see that love There's no more there right now. Imagine what they are saying now. You go and what concerned them with Indimbo, with their Indimbo election. Look at the example that somebody is giving as a reason why they will not support them. Does that make sense to anybody?
At all.
My fight in my home with my wife. I take concern you.
Oh.
That is. Do you think they don't have problem in the West over their cultural issues? What are you talking? OPC not did OPC not divide into two in the West? The Afenifere, would you not divide into two? Where Tinubu was leading one, then the Mayor Afenifere still remains. What are we talking about?
They have their own issues.
Every one of us go there.
Everyone have their own issues.
We have our issues. We have our issues. Even in Edo, we will have EPN and APC.
Yes.
During the Obaseki time, the same political party. The one was EPN, one was APC.
APC, yes.
It was EPN that was actually killed Obaseki.
Yeah.
Not even PDP. So what I was saying, it's everywhere.
Yeah, issues are everywhere.
But if
once you have,
yeah, go ahead, sir.
Once you have 2, 3, 4 people together, there must be issues.
Different.
So leave every side to settle their issues. But when it comes to things that we are going to do to build a nation,
give it to the people. Give it to them.
Yes, that is the most important thing. That is the ball that we should keep our focus on. Not because you don't want people, you begin to hammer on the issues that they have. Is it not the wife of the president now that is in Dubai saying that Aso Rock is not safe for her? Somebody that's supposed to be the manager of Aso Rock.
I bet, guys. I know they like me at the verse for all this. So that's why they say some people say I be saboteur that they support NNamdi Kanu. They install the palace. You know, in my show here, you don't even dare install the palace. So for one of you are talking, I am more close to the palace than many of you. By bet. Okay? If you want to deal with somebody who is installing the palace, you guys should meet that guy in Germany. He's the one that's actually spreading rumors about the ancient stool, the ancient truth of Benin Kingdom. The guy there is the guy you guys need to deal with. Because when you give a story that is not true to people, they help you to peddle it.
Yeah, of course. They will add their own salt and pepper to it.
That's how it works. People live with you. They go and say, do you know that Mr. Iman and the wife, they're always fighting, Whereas now maybe sometimes my dad do something, just shout. People have said they will not say, if you see the way man beat his wife,
beat the wife, go beat her, blood go come up for a mouth.
Somebody took the message out. Yes, so that like gave the other people outside there to not begin to add their own story. Yes. So the problem today is that boy there. Not the people that are listening, because nobody actually know the history of Benin. The boy is telling them a very wrong story of the Benin Kingdom. I had no idea of. Just to undermine the palace of the great monarch of Benin. To the point, even the Ogiame family warned him one time. I said, do not ever mention our names on your show. We never sent you on this errand that you are into. We are not part of it. You wanted to use the Ogiame, because of the Ogiame, the palace. We never send you. We didn't send you. We don't send you for this one. We know where the boundary is. We know where the story be. We know what they fight for. So don't use your own. That's not now. It's not saying that we say it's not the king. Now because he said the king now. Yeah. It's going to say the Okisona of Migodo. Yeah. And some of these Benin boys, they'll be here, they'll be looking at him, they will not say anything. Man, good afternoon, Abi. Good morning, good night, good evening, and depending where you are calling from. I am done for now. I need to take a bow, to get some water, at least refresh myself. Don't say I'm very worked out. You can see it all over me. My wife say I don't leave finish. I want to go work. Yes, I see the leave. Okay. I don't dey sleep. And somebody will still come and start insulting me. I don't sleep because of you guys. Just to make sure that things get across to you. And people, no, but a lot of people really appreciate what we are doing. A lot of people appreciate what we are doing. A lot. Many Yoruba today, they follow us. Many Igbos, they follow us. 80% of Benin, they support what we are doing. They know we're actually putting the thing right for peace, unity, tranquility. I'm not be biased in what I do. That's why if you are not doing it well, I come out. Lest I forget, there is a news that is coming up. Tomorrow, Obaseki's case will be settled. The court is going to settle the case tomorrow. Judgment will be delivered tomorrow, which is Saturday, 9th of January 2020. Okay, guys, stay tuned to that. I think I should read that last news. I think I should read that because tomorrow is another day for that. So maybe we can be able to get that and then know what is going to happen. Let me see if I can get the news. I think I have it somewhere. Okay. I'm going to just do that and I go for it now. Certificate forgery, court to deliver judgment on Saturday, 9 January. The Federal High Court in Abuja has fixed Saturday to deliver judgment on the certificate forgery case. The APC and one office member, Mr. Williams Edobo, is instituted against Governor Godwin Obaseki. Justice Ahmed Mohammed okayed the matter for judgment after all the parties adopted their final brief of argument. While adopting his final written address, Obaseki, through his team of lawyers led by Chief Ken Moziasan, urged the court to dismiss the suit, insisting that the plaintiff failed to prove the allegation that he submitted forged credentials to the Independent National Electoral Commission. And likewise, the People's Democratic Party, through its lawyer, Mr. Razik Isenalome, asked the court to not to only dismiss the suit, but to do so with substantial cost. On its part, the INEC, through its lawyer, Mr. M.A. Bauer, stressed that it did not file any possession in the matter. My lord, we did not file any process throughout the proceeding. We consistently remained neutral. In the circumstances, we will be urging the court that decide the matter on way or the other based on processes before this court, INEC lawyer added. However, counsel to the plaintiff, Chief Akim Olujumi-san, while adopting his final brief of argument, urged the court to grant all the claim his client are seeking in the matter. After he had listened to all the parties, Justice Mohammed reserved his judgment till 12 o'clock on Saturday. The APC in the suit is jointly filed with one of his members, Mr. Edobo, alleged that Governor Obaseki forged his University of Ibadan degree certificate is submitted to INEC in aid of its qualification for the congressional election that held in Edo State on September 19, 2020. In the suit marked number FHCB CS/74/2020, the plaintiff equally alleged that there were discrepancies in the subjects that basically claimed he passed in the West Africa Examination Council exam and subjects in his testimonial. They are therefore praying the court to declare that Obaseki claim in his annex form C EC9 at column C submit to on June 29, 2020 the Federal Court registry to the effect that he obtained from the University of Ibadan in 1979 a Bachelor of Art degree in Classic Study is false and contrary to Section 31, Subsection 5, and Subsection 6 of the Electoral Act 2010, as well as an order declaring that Obaseki lied on oath when he swore to an affidavit on June 29, 2020 that he worked in Afri investment from 1994 to 2014 when he retired. So that is all for now, guys. I'm not going to do analysis of that. I'm just going to read that the way it is. We'll wait for the judgment on tomorrow. By on Monday, we will not come here and do proper analysis on the judgment. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. I want to say a big thank you to my brother, Mr. Imaoni, for your time. I really appreciate you. But the more we do this, the more better and more stronger we'll become as a team. Thank you very much, guys. And on tomorrow, Mr. Oni Edike will be, Mr. Iman Oni will be the one that's going to anchor the show. So, guys, get ready because you're going to see another phase of what is happening on Matter Arising with Humanist TV. Don't forget to subscribe to Nigerians YouTube and also follow me on Matter Arising with Humanist TV or United Satan Nigeria. Please, sir, your last word before we go for today.
Hey, my mentor, my leader, thank you so much. Viewers all over the world from Asia, Europe, America, Africa, wherever you are watching us from, it's another beautiful day on behalf of Nigeria Watch. We thank you now very much for giving us, for spending your time with us for 3 hours a day with us. What a day to behold in our life. We are very grateful to you, and we hope say tomorrow. Trust us to deliver on the judgment tomorrow. Say we go give you a better analysis, give you the information as it happen. No sugar, no salt. We go deliver on to now. Trust us on that. By the time the judgment come out tomorrow, maybe by tomorrow or Monday we will do a lot on that case tomorrow, court case tomorrow. So we thank you very much. God bless you and have a nice day.
Thank you, guys. Bye for now. See you tomorrow again. God bless.